Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. Tonight, we have a one-shot entitled Camp Sunny. It was written by Paul Fricker and Mike Mason. It's available as a free scenario download from the Chaosium website, and I am your game master. So, without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. It's been a pretty good semester, but the workload has been tough. Despite the huge amount of work you still have on your plate, you've decided to take a break away from the stress of college, and it's just what the doctor ordered. So you went online to find a cheap place to stay for a few days. It's the off season and the cabin rates are quite reasonable. You find one that looks good, Camp Sunny, a small and quiet resort in the Great Lakes area. Exactly what you were looking for. You called and spoke to one of the owners, Miss Cordelia Maris, and you made reservations for a couple cabins. You packed up the SUV, you gathered your friends, and you were on your way. The six of you have traveled north for about 100 miles. When the damned SUV started to overheat, you pulled into a gas station along the way and refilled the water in your radiator. After you allowed the engine to cool for a bit, you bought some snacks and drinks, and you were off again. But the engine keeps overheating. You decided to take it easy, and you continued on your journey, but only at about 40 miles an hour. Of course, it was completely dark by the time you arrived, and the last bit of the journey was not quite what the GPS had indicated. But eventually, you saw the camp sign over the entrance, and you knew you were there. It is now just past 11 p.m. when you pull into the parking lot and park next to the reception building. As you stop the engine, it coughs one last time and dies. You groan as you realize that you're going to have to deal with the SUV problems in the next couple of days. You all have sports bags with your clothing. You have snacks and a case of beer in the SUV. You head to reception. It's a single-story building with rustic design. There is a porch light and a couple lights on inside. Just inside the door, there are a couple of chairs and a counter, behind which is a door leading into an office. Next to a mirror is a sign reading, opening time 7 a.m. There is a little counter stand with camp maps that look like they were printed years ago. On the counter is a little black button and a sign that reads, "If unattended, please press the button for service." What do you do?
Walk up and ring the little button.
It's 11 o'clock at night. Nothing happens. At least nothing happens immediately.
Okay, who booked this place? I know it said rustic, but come on. Do you think they have outhouses?
I don't think so, and it wasn't me who booked it. I sort of glare at Phil. You said this place was reasonable.
Well, I guess it is when it's open.
Bit dark to see what it's like.
I start tapping the bell too.
Okay. It's a buzzer.
We can hear it when we press the button.
No.
Oh.
Hello? I start yelling, anyone here in the back office? Start knocking at the office door.
You can tell from the size of this building, it's pretty small. There's probably just this reception and the office is dark.
I grab it.
I mean, it's 11 o'clock at night.
I grab a map.
Okay.
From the counter, have a look at it. Is there anywhere on the map that says staff accommodation?
Here, you can take a look at the map. It's kind of ratty. I mean, there's a few of them, but they've been here for a while.
You know what cabin we got? Did it say when you called?
I don't know. I look at the booking form. Pull it out of my pocket.
Nope. It just says check in at reception. They expect
Private
you during the day,
residence?
of course.
Private residence, maybe? I mean,
Yeah.
that's where I'd guess they'd be staying.
Yeah.
That's-
Fishburne, though. Is that the person you talked to on the phone,
We
Phil?
talked to Cordelia Maris, didn't we?
Well, I mean, maybe it's,
Mary
Maybe.
name.
different last name or something.
Founder of the camp, maybe.
Well, let's take a look at the Fishburne residence, and maybe they can point us in the right direction.
Jojo, did you invite Nate? Jesus Christ.
No, I didn't. Come on, Allie. You know me. I wouldn't have asked him here if he paid me.
God, this weekend couldn't get any more ridiculous.
Hey! I'm trying to make this easier on Chaz. He had that breakup. That bitch. But
He needs to get over it. Get over it. I mean, come on. Look at
Allie.
him. Look, he's a slob. Of course you broke
Allie.
up with him.
Allie.
All right.
Hey, look,
I'm
why
just
don't
saying
you
to be
guys
cleaned
stay
up a little
here?
bit.
Me and Nate will go up to the Fishburne residence and see if there's anyone there. Come on, buddy.
All right, hold on. And I run over to the back of the vehicle and I pop out 3 cans of beer and toss on the rifle and we shotgun them.
So
Okay.
catch it and then shotgun it with the rest of you. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
Now we're ready.
We haven't even.
Warming up,
let me
warming
Can we
drink
at
while we're
least get
driving.
settled, guys? For God's sake. I'd like a bed.
Nate.
I need a shower really badly.
Nathan, as you are outside getting that out of the car, and you're walking back, you think that you can see somebody coming from what would be that residence towards the cabin. I mean, towards the office.
Hey, Phil,
You
look.
probably got somebody's attention. You can see it's a guy.
Sorry,
Some
they
guys
come-
got some dude.
They're coming from what direction?
There,
The
he's coming
house.
from the house, but he's heading towards the back of this building, which is where the office door would be. So those of you who are inside the office, you suddenly hear the back door. It must be inside the office opening, and you see a light come on, and a gentleman comes and steps through the door into the front. He's rubbing his eyes. He looks like he was probably asleep.
Sorry, we're late, man.
Oh, I'm
I am
sorry,
so
sir.
sorry, sir. Oh,
Yeah.
fine. Go ahead.
Did you guys have a reservation?
Phil.
Yeah, under the name of Painter and Company.
Okay, hold on. And he starts fiddling on the, going through the books. And he's like, oh, yeah, I see here. We'll make it easy on you. We're going to give you cabins 3 and 4.
Okay, thank you so much. We're so sorry to wake you up like this.
Yeah. Normally, our if you need anything, our office opens at 7 in the morning. Let me get your deposit and everything. And so he's taking care of that. So if your chat rooms are open, I'm going to send you pieces of information.
Okay.
So did the gentleman give us his name or?
Yeah, Dylan Maris.
Dylan. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second.
What time is it now? 11, did you say?
11:15 or so at this point.
Too late.
Oh, you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
You think there's a mechanic anywhere nearby? I really don't want to be dealing with that car as we're trying to leave on Sunday.
Oh God, I hope so. I'm a decent driver, but actually, any type of maintenance,
Yeah.
That's a future us problem. Right now, we're here to have fun.
Yeah, I mean, I can check it out later. I know my way around a motor.
Yeah, I know.
Just a second.
Jesus, I'm starving. Did anyone bring any? Does anyone still have any snacks left from the gas station?
Waving the bag of food. It's right here.
Lifesaver. God bless. Thank you. Nate, could you put the beer down for like a second? Maybe get some food in you?
I toss him a bag of chips.
So if you leave the office, when you're going out the door, make an immediate right. You'll see a path. Take the path, head towards the clubhouse. And then when you go around the clubhouse, you should be able to find cabins 3 and 4. Here's a map. Oh, you got one. All right.
Now, question. Is anybody else rented a cabin to the left or the right of us?
There are people here. I'm not sure who's occupied right now. If you don't mind, it's late. We were asleep.
Of course.
If you have any questions, call back in the morning. It's quiet. Nobody should bother you.
Sure,
We
buddy.
certainly will.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much. Really, I give him my most winning smile as we leave.
And he
lean
smiles,
over
and
to
he
Phil.
turns around and goes.
Hey, Jojo, did you smell that guy? Did you smell that guy, Jojo? He smelled like rancid feet.
What?
That's what I was
About.
about to say.
There's a weird smell coming from that guy, didn't
No,
you?
man, he
I was
Really
gonna
really good
say,
perfume. Look,
yeah.
just because you're allergic to cologne,
Oh,
Chaz, doesn't
don't
mean
start on me,
No.
Arthur.
Chaz, you might just not be familiar with cologne because that was nice.
You smell like dirty ass. Let's be honest.
It was like-
you
Well,
smell like
too.
dirty ass, Nate.
It was like sweaty
He
feet.
wasn't pleasant.
I smell like
smelling, I'm
Jägermeister.
Hey, I
Smells
like
after a
Jägermeister,
night
but
Yeah,
of
man.
Jägermeister, yes.
Still better than sweaty feet.
I'm sure they'll sell his cologne in the gift shop.
ugh, man. I glance over to Allie, roll my eyes.
Oh, the redneck.
Right?
All right. So
Come
what
on.
next?
Well, I'm tired.
Right, who's going to have cabin 3 and 4?
So the girls take a cabin, the guys take a cabin. So,
Well, let's go see what the arrangements are. Maybe there's a couple of rooms, you know?
That I don't really care. I just want to sleep and a shower.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Let's walk over. Let's
I
let's
thought I
walk
booked
over
a-
there and
Not
let's at
all-
least see what the layout is.
Not all of us are operating on druggy o'clock time, Nate.
I'm pretty sure I booked
It's a bit harsh.
I got a cabin for me and Joe, and the rest of you fend for yourselves.
I've rolled a Dewberry if anyone's interested.
Phil, this is the
Yes!
weekend. You don't need to be isolating yourself in the cabin.
Yeah, come on, Phil. This is supposed to be for all of us.
Gee.
Well, let's go and check it out.
Are we
Yeah,
going
what
to
are the
bring the
cabin
car
layouts like?
over, or are we going to walk with our stuff? We got a lot of beer to carry. Come on.
There's no way to
That
bring the
car's gonna
car
start,
over.
Nate? Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
carry it.
You see all that steam? This car's going nowhere.
Well, no, you couldn't bring it over anyway. It's in the parking lot.
Right.
That's like walking trails, not
This is
driving
just walking
paths.
trails,
Yeah.
right? And for the most part,
tonight, get the rest in the morning.
it's hard to say at night because there are lights on here and there. It's your impression of the place is that it's a little rundown. You can see the paint jobs on the buildings are not up to stuff, but it is before the season starts. So they usually do maintenance just before a season starts. The lawns are a little bit overgrown. There's lots of trees. Some of the bushes, the hedges and stuff need clipping. There's some grass coming up in the paths. But for the most part, it's not a bad looking place. You follow along the paths. You can see behind the building, there's like a large clubhouse. Looks like it's got windows all along the sides. And then there's the front end of it looks like double doors. It's dark.
Are
There's
the
a-
paths lit at all, or
Yeah, well, there's little lights here and there, but you're never in complete darkness. But at the same time, it's not lit like a city street.
Anyone got a flashlight?
You probably all brought flashlights.
Is it shorts and t-shirt weather, or
It's a little chilly tonight, but the daytimes are fairly decent.
So we all would probably have had hoodies with us. This
Probably, yeah.
This is the Great Lakes area. This is normal.
Yeah. There's a playground that looks very overgrown.
Look, Nate, they have something just for you.
And then there are cabins. You turn to your left, and there are 8 cabins that are numbered one through 8. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down one side, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 down the other. So you have the 2 southernmost cabins, which you can see if you have the map open.
3 and 4, yeah.
Yeah, here we are, 3 and 4.
You get there. There's once again, the paint's not perfect. There's little porches on the things. You step up, you unlock the doors, and they're a little chilly inside. They're not currently heated, but there is a fireplace, and there is a lounge room in the center, and there are 3 bedrooms in each cabin.
Okay.
So I go to start a fire at the fireplace just to warm the place up a bit.
Is it an
There
electric
is-
fire or wood
No,
fire?
it's wood fire. There is a small pile of wood there.
So a barbie outside, place a barbecue and stuff.
Yeah, there's a barbecue. There's a picnic area you can see that on the map.
Cool.
Would the bathrooms be in the cabin, or is there like a specific bathhouse?
There is a bathroom in each cabin, but you can see that there are also bathrooms scattered around the
Okay.
campground as well. Actually, now that I drew the map, so I'm looking at the map and thinking, there's way too many bathrooms. I've been in camps. There's never that many bathrooms.
No.
But that's just an oversight on my part.
So how are we
Alright.
going to do this, guys?
Well, I mean, let's start by moving everything into the cabins first, eh?
Do it in the
Yeah,
morning.
sure. I mean, we're gonna have to.
Just
That's
chill out.
also true, Chaz. I mean, I'm just bone tired. I wouldn't mind just throwing myself on a bed.
I mean, we can just sleep tonight and then bring what we need, everything in tomorrow.
Are they twin size beds? Queens?
Yeah, they're twin. They're like twin size beds.
Oh, well, everyone's got a bed then at least.
Yep.
And they're not like luxury hotel beds. They're basically
Squeaky,
thick mattresses they're thick mattresses on wooden frames.
Hmm.
Y'all can do spot hiddens as you guys are moving in.
I grabbed the essentials: my case of beer and my duffel bag.
Nope.
99.
Fail.
I'm not interested in anything but where I can
Oh,
plug in
fail.
a
Oh,
radio.
gosh. My spot
I-
hidden.
Oh, 05.
I hit my
05.
head on the low
Nice.
beam.
Oh, 05 extreme.
Yes, nice.
Go in there.
Rydell, you managed to walk in, and almost immediately you begin to notice that there are an awful lot of spider webs in the corners of the room that you're in, and a lot of baby little spiders here and there.
Yeah,
Looks
so,
like it
so
could
you
lose.
know, as Rydell's, lighting the fireplace and seeing it, he kind of points it out to everyone. Yeah, you know what, we might want to make sure our beds and chairs are sort of clean and pest-free before we start sitting on things.
Well, I've just
Good
walked
idea.
straight into a spider web
Thank you.
Yeah.
with my 99 spot.
I'd find like a broom in the closet, and I'm like frantically getting spider webs out of the corners. Ah!
Joe, come on. Jesus.
Well,
Stir up all the damn dust. Why don't you?
There's not a tremendous amount of dust, but yes, there is some dust, and there's cobwebs and spider webs and stuff. And you can see probably why that. I mean, there's a gap underneath the door, and I mean, there's these places. These are cabins. They're not designed to be homes.
Welcome
All
to
in
the
all, for the
outdoors.
price you're paying, it's not bad. It's kind of what you expected.
I guess you did all right, Phil. It's okay.
Once I've depestified our sleeping area, okay, I'll be fine. The idea of having spiders on me while I sleep,
Each of your cabins, it has the front door and it has a back door, and the back door is a sliding glass door, and there's a little porch out there, and you can see right outside there's a little fire pit where you could make a fire. There's a couple of chairs that look like you better chest them before you sit in them. It looks like a rustic cabin that you're stuck in. You guys didn't get the ones facing Lake Superior, but they're not bad.
Can't expect Phil to do everything right.
Who is going to be in room 3 or cabin 3, and who's going to be in cabin 4?
Were there any lights on in the
yes, there are
adjacent cabins?
No. But then again, it's 11:30 at night.
I think it makes sense for Ali and I to be in the same cabin. Yeah.
Joe, why don't you stay in here with us too?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
So you guys are in 3?
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's check out our cabin then, lads.
Yeah.
All right. So once we're inside, I'm gonna be setting things up and look at Phil. Like, Phil, see, Allie's always cock blocking you. JoJo's giving you attitude. This is a boys' weekend, man. Let them hang there. Let's just enjoy the time.
I like to have a smoke and hand it over to you. That's what I'm doing all weekend, man. I'm not going to get involved. I've had women up to here.
See, Chaz needs us, man. And you're out with her 5-6 nights a week. We used to be hanging out in the bar every night. I haven't seen you in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, you're right, Nate. You're right. Let's have some fun.
So what
to be, isn't it?
Chaz and Nate and Phil, what are you guys doing? Let's say that you've picked your beds or picked your rooms, maybe lit a little fire in the fireplace. Are you going straight to bed, or are you going to stay up a little bit?
Smoking some weed, drinking some beer, and just chatting and getting to know each other more than anything, because I don't think I know these two guys very well, only from a distance. So I use this as an opportunity to socialize and get to know them a bit, really.
Okay. And Ali and JoJo and Rydell in your room, same thing. What are you guys going to do?
So Rydell's going to say, hey, you know what, girls, you guys need to catch up. Sounds like there's, things to talk about. I'm going to go and start moving things here while, you girls gather. So, yeah.
Good man.
Good man. Thanks, Rydell. You want to go put a fire out in the pit, Joe? Go have a smoke or something?
Yes, please.
Yes, girl talk. Come on.
Okay. So the two of you are going out in the back and making a little fire in the fire pit. All right. And sit there and enjoy yourselves in the evening. Now the evening's chilly, so you guys are probably wrapped up a little, and then Rydell, you're going to bed?
No, I'm going to start moving, some of our sports bags to.
Okay. Well, we'll assume that you've done that you've put everything away. What do you want to do, Rydell?
Afterwards, I'm going to check in on them, see how, if they're still in girl talk mode or if it's or not. And if they are, then I'm going to go and check in on the guys.
Okay. Well, yeah, they're at it. So you're going to go check on the guys. All right. So
we're fine, man.
Yeah, gentlemen.
Oh, come in,
buddy. Come in, grab a can.
Hey, there he is.
I can open a bottle of Jägermeister and set up shots.
Where you been, brother? Where you been?
You know what? Just taking care of the girls. What's going on here, guys? Looks like you guys are
chilling, bro.
Just chilling. Good times.
Just chilling.
All right. So, guys, you guys are chilling. You guys are talking. You guys are drinking, smoking a little. I'd like you all to listen once. Not the girls. Not the girls.
Oh, no? Okay.
Yeah.
96.
I'm going to spend 2 luck for a regular.
I made it.
Okay. Rydell?
Oh, fail.
Okay.
56.
So Phil and Chaz, you guys are sitting there. You're in the middle of a conversation. And all of a sudden, Phil and Chaz both kind of look like they hear something. And they tell you guys, quiet for a second.
What was that?
What was that?
What you hear, it sounds like it's out in the front of your cabin, the door that you came in. It's like the pitter patter of little tiny feet, but they're kind of flappy feet. It's a weird noise, and it sounds like there's a whole bunch of them. And you can hear something out there, like dozens of little flappy feet suddenly coming up onto the porch and scratching around the door.
Is there a porch light?
There is.
What the fuck?
I get up, switch the porch light on.
Okay.
Sounds like penguins or something.
Look through the window. Is there a window in the door?
There is not a window on that side.
These cabins, are they log cabins?
No, they're cheap wood cabins, but not much better.
Right.
So what's
Log
going on,
cabin would
guys?
be
What's,
Can I see anything from through the window?
No, but you can hear definitely something shuffling around on the porch.
What the fuck is that?
What do you hear? What's going on?
Someone's outside.
Probably raccoons or something.
Yeah.
Hey, anyone there?
You don't hear any response, but you do hear some movement, and then a kind of a dead silence that almost sounds like it sounds almost deafening, because it's like something's waiting for you to open the door. You didn't hear anything go away.
Maybe it's the girls. I open the door.
All right, you open the door.
Can in one hand. Spliff in the other.
As you open the door, your impression is, as the door opens, you see nothing in front of you, but you get the impression of snow or white down near your feet. And when you look down, there's something moving like this. And it takes you a moment. You jump back, but you suddenly realize there are a whole bunch of ducks on the front porch, and they're all looking up at you with their little orange bills, like they want you to feed them.
Whoa! What the?
Whoa, man!
And if you've opened the door at all, they're going to start to move in. They're a little afraid of you, but
they think you're the Messiah, man. They think you're the Messiah.
What the fuck is that?
at midnight?
Well, they must have come. They must have come out of the woods when they heard you guys getting in the cabin, and
grab the cold, greasy French fries from the road trip food, and I start throwing it on the floor in front of them.
Oh, they like that. Yeah, they're nibbling at those. And
we made friends already.
Ladies,
started to feed ducks.
You guys are having your conversation, and do both of you do listen rolls?
Both.
Can we just talk about that gorgeous specimen of a man who is behind the desk? Oh my God.
Did it again.
Fail.
Amazing. 20.
You guys are talking. You're talking about the amazing man, you said.
Gorgeous.
Allie, all of a sudden off in the distance, you think you can hear music. It sounds like somebody's playing some modern music.
Allie? What's up?
Maybe. Oh, you don't hear that? I don't know. I guess one of the other cabins is having some kind of party or something. I don't know.
Once she points it out, you do hear it.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. What is that?
Oh, just some crap,
Oy.
Top 40. Anyway, girl, I'm telling you, Phil is all over you. I thought you dropped him.
I did. It's just, we had some fun times, Allie. He's actually a really sweet guy underneath all the pot smoke and the booze.
Dead weight, girl. You're going for your PhD. Do you want to be dragging the man-child around with you while you're writing a thesis? Come on.
I know. Trust me, I know. But he actually does have ambitions beyond all of that. The real bad influence here is Nate. If Nate wasn't in the picture, this would be so much different. Come on.
And who invited Nate?
Not
who
me.
invited Nate? Yeah, Phil. Phil invited Nate.
I know, but and then it turns out Chaz apparently decides to join the party crew.
What a shame. But you know what? Honestly, unsurprising. What a slob. No wonder Barbara dumped his ass. Come on.
No. I was there for that. I nursed him through that breakup. Barb was a bitch. You have no idea.
Wow.
Ladies, do a spot hidden. I texted you, but you guys didn't.
Oh, 99. No.
Ot 6.
Ot 6. As you guys are discussing this, Jojo, where you're sitting on one side, she's on the other. You notice that past alley, past the cabins, towards the center of the camp, that clubhouse is lit up. You think that might be where the music's coming from?
I poke her.
Oh.
Look. I think that's where the
check
party
it out.
is.
I actually, I'm kind of getting a second wind. You want to gather up the guys and see what they're doing?
I mean, yeah, I'm curious, but what the hell?
God knows they'll be down for a party.
Lord knows, yeah. I head over to cabin 4. Knock.
Well, when you walk over to cabin 4, there are all these ducks on the front porch, and the guys are feeding them their French fries.
Look, they're so cute.
5,000, man.
Look, guys, there's a party going on in the clubhouse.
The party going here.
Modern music, lights, probably some more booze. I don't know.
Y'all want to go check it out? I'm kind of feeling a second wind.
All right.
I know you're up for it, Nate. Come on, Rydell. Come on. Don't tell me you're tired.
Sure, I'll come along.
Come on, Phil. Late night parties are nothing new.
Yeah.
Sure. I think we better get rid of the ducks. I don't want to sleep in shit.
Well, yeah, just shoot.
They might follow you, man.
See, there you go. They're gone.
Can I? I'll try and shoo the ducks out of our cabin.
Yeah, they shoot pretty easily.
Oh.
But you can see they're almost tame. Everybody probably feeds them.
Look,
They're
I didn't know you guys were
cute.
such softies.
I didn't realize we had a cabin of Disney princesses.
You've eaten duck. I've never eaten duck.
I mean, we have a barbecue.
So we've got a barbecue pit. We could kill one, couldn't we?
Just not Donald. I named that one.
Allie, why do I bother?
I don't know. Why do I bother? Jesus.
I think
where's
oranges with them or something.
So you guys managed to get rid of the ducks, although they follow you a little bit at first because they still want food.
Oh, okay.
You walk along the path between the cabins, and you can see as you're going towards the clubhouse that it seems to be fairly brightly lit. There's music being played inside. It sounds like dance pop music going on, and you can see all along the side there are windows, but they've got the curtains drawn. So the curtains are all closed, but you can see people moving around in there. You can see their shapes. You know that the entrance is around the front, and as you're walking, you get up. Now you're on the path right in front of the thing. You can hear it sounds like people dancing or moving around inside, but you can't actually see in. What would you guys like to do?
So,
Head for the door, yeah.
Well, wasn't this place like pitch black?
It was dead when we came past it originally, wasn't it?
I told you it was early still.
I guess it just started and then we didn't see them. So
It kicks in at 11. This is our kind of place.
I checked the time. What time is it now?
Oh, probably about midnight.
did I notice anything when I was walking back and forth, moving the bags and stuff like that? Because I would have had to pass this area, right?
No, Ali seems to have noticed it when it started.
Oh, I mean, Phil, did they say anything in the brochure about, club parties going on the weekends or anything?
Nope.
No? I say we knock on the door or at least try open it.
Yeah, why not?
All right. So you walk around to the front of the building, and it's like your cabins. It's got to step up onto a porch. and there's a double door, looks like a glass double door. And you can see through the double door that it goes into a kind of an ante room right in the, like it goes into one small room that then opens up into a bigger room. The doors are open. And when you open now, the music is rather loud. In this little ante room, you can see there are a number of video games, the big ones, here and there. They're off. And the door that leads into the main part of the building is fogged glass, or how do I want to say it? It's frosted. You can't see through it. It's translucent. Frosted, yeah. Right, it's frosted glass. All right, but you can definitely see there seems to be some sort of a party, maybe a wedding party or something going on. People are dancing. Everybody do stealth rolls.
98. My God.
93.
Nope. Rolling terribly.
I actually passed that.
I actually passed that as well.
I'm just dancing.
Nope, just failed.
I keep hitting my head on the low doors.
You step through the doors, and you move forward towards the frosted glass. And Allie, you step on part of the wooden floor, and it makes a large squeak, like that. And for just a moment, all of the people inside, the shapes and they suddenly stop, and then the music stops and all of the lights go out.
Whoa.
They couldn't have heard us over the music.
Yes.
No, it's all
what?
about.
Blink, blink. As suddenly the room is pitch dark. What the hell?
It's not one of those surprise parties, and they think we're the surprise.
Oh, maybe.
Ooh, could be.
Maybe.
Like
I don't know.
But it's going to be.
You didn't open the door yet, right?
You didn't open the door yet. No.
Okay. At this point, I would pull the door open to see.
You open the door, and I mean, there's enough light coming, just from the ambient light, that you can see it's a large empty room.
What the?
What?
So we have flashlights, right? Can we walk inside?
Yeah.
We
In
might
fact,
not have brought them with us though.
The light switches are right inside the door.
Flick.
They turn on.
Anyone
you
here?
See, they turn on. There's like a one of those boom boxes over in the corner on a table. The room's completely empty.
Does it look like there's projectors or anything?
No.
I walk into the room and sort of do a circuit to see just to get a perimeter.
Do a spot hidden for me. Yeah, you can all do spot hidden as you're walking around inside the room.
I lean over to Chaz and say, they knew JoJo was coming.
Regular success.
Fail.
96, I'm blind.
I failed.
Regular.
Okay. Those of you who passed walking around, you get the distinct impression, I mean, maybe the warmth of the room or something, that there was definitely people in here a minute ago. The radio is warm to the touch. It's not dusty or anything in here. It's clean. There's some furniture, but the furniture's all been pushed up against the walls, to allow for dancing. But there is no trace of anybody in here.
Are there any other rooms?
Right. Or a back door?
Well, there is a small sort of kitchenette towards the back of the room, but it's not open. And there is a back door.
I would head for the back door just to see if people are playing a trick on us. They ran out the back door.
Yeah,
someone hit the lights.
There's no. It doesn't look like anybody's gone through the back door. The back door actually squeaks a little.
I glance over at Ellie. Anything?
You said there was a light switch by the front door.
Yeah, he already turned it on.
Okay.
It's on.
Weird.
And there's nothing on the ceiling, no projectors, no nothing.
No, nothing like that.
No ducks.
No ducks.
Ducks are better.
You guys all heard the music, right? Like I know I heard the music, but you all heard the music too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you saw the shadows of the people.
Yeah.
For sure.
Is there any speakers on the ceiling or anything like those little? No.
No. But
Can
it
I
looks
check
like
the windowsill.
I mean-
to see if there's like anything like.
I think we should head back.
yeah. I mean, there's curtains. You can see the curtains are all drawn closed, but the windows don't actually open. I mean, there's a little part at the top that opens in case it gets really hot, but.
Perhaps we should head back. If they catch us here, they might say we're breaking in and vandalizing and throw us off the site or something.
I'll check the radio. Is there a cassette or a CD?
There is a cassette, and it's I don't know, hits of the 90s, which is the music that you heard. And like I say, the cassette play, the thing itself is warm.
I
obviously didn't want to party with us, so maybe we should just.
Yeah, this has been used, but that's not possible.
In fact, if you hit the play button, it's the continuation of the song that you heard just before it stopped.
Allie, this is it.
Yeah,
I'm with Chaz. I think we need to get out of here. Whatever this is.
A room full of people just disappeared. Like, I know I'm a little.
Literally, almost instantly.
Weeds.
It's impossible.
Yeah, weeds too good. I'm going back to the house. I'm going back to the cabin. I don't want to get.
Yeah, this is weird. I'm going to sleep now.
I don't like this at all.
Yeah. I don't.
Weird.
It's a horrible song.
It's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
Well, then again, Barb loved it, so maybe you're biased.
Yeah. She used to like Queen quite a lot.
Buck up there, Chad. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right.
I hate Queen, so I'm quite glad I don't have to listen to them anymore.
Look. In the morning, why don't we hit the lake? Maybe you'll find yourself a cute little girl for the weekend. Get your mind all off, Barbara.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't need her. Come on.
I shall look around at the woods. I shall bear that in mind.
There's other cabins. Come on. You don't know who's here. Come on. Let's all go to bed.
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So you're going to walk back. Anybody want to do anything else while you're here?
No.
I'm gonna pop the tape out of the tape player and just leave it next to the player and just toss it back down and walk.
Okay.
Out.
Maybe we could ask the people in the morning about it.
Suddenly, my second wind is definitely flagging.
All right.
I'm going to hit the sack. I think I smoked too much and that beer hit me after the journey.
So you leave and you head back towards your cabins. And there's still a few ducks when you get there, but you're probably not that interested in staying up all night and feeding them. I assume you go into your cabins.
Yeah, I'm going to find my flea pit and fall asleep.
Yeah, I extinguished our fire pit because we definitely don't want to burn our cabin down in the night.
That's probably some kids having some fun, and when they heard us approach, they just disappeared.
They could have thought it was the.
We didn't party that hard that we're going to start hallucinating things like that.
Well, yeah, the girls didn't have anything, so.
I mean, God knows. I mean, if that's the case, God knows what tomorrow's going to be like.
There's a logical explanation for everything. We can always go check it out in the morning. Maybe the new day, fresh mind, sobered up. We'll see something that'll give us a clue.
Did she say sober? Sober. That's not. Yeah.
I don't understand that word, and I'm.
Well, I know you two like to wake and bake, but the rest of us.
Yes.
I came here to relax.
We came here to have a good time. Let's do that. Let's all go to bed, though. It's
please. I need to go to sleep now.
Chaz, you didn't lace those. You didn't lace those joints with LSD, did you?
No, man. Honestly, I swear that's the first thought I had. I thought, "What's this being laced with?" But honestly, the person I got it from is pretty sound, and No, if so, it would be an accident. I wouldn't have smoked it either, would I?
And we haven't smoked any
I don't know,
of it.
would you?
So.
No, of course not.
All right. So you can head back to your cabins. You get inside. I assume then you're going to go to sleep.
Yep.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
I wanted to grab Phil for a minute.
Okay.
Phil. Now, it's just you and me. 2 weeks ago you hurt me, man. I'm up to school on a fencing scholarship. You promised me you were going to be there. Where were you? With JoJo. Nobody there to support me. Nobody. I won, by the way. Thanks for asking.
Fencing. Okay.
Hey, he's to school on a fencing scholarship.
You know what it's like with me and Joe. I'm trying to.
Yeah, but I looked up in the crowd after I won. Not one single friend there. It kind of sucked, dude. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Buddy, I'm really sorry. I'll make it up to you the weekend. I promise.
All right.
Yeah, that's on me. I'm sorry, man.
All right. So you guys go to sleep eventually. Next morning. Now, if you know anything about sleeping in the country air, you usually wake up pretty damn early, whether you like it or not.
Strange surroundings as well.
So you guys wake up. We'll say around 6, you start to wake up. By 7, you guys are all awake. It's a little foggy outside, but the air is fresh and clean. There's a chilly breeze coming off the lake, but looks like it's going to be a nice morning. The camp itself, when you look out the windows, is a lot brighter than it was last night, obviously. Most of the plants have been coming green for a couple of weeks. So it's actually pretty pleasant. There's little wildflowers popping up, through the leaf litter and stuff like that. So you're all awake. 7 o'clock.
I'm going to make pancakes for everyone.
That's one, Chaz.
Well, I worked in the kitchens over the summer and everything, and I got my pancake skills down to a fine art. So I'm going to make some pancakes.
Nice.
Are you going to do that on the wood thing in the back, or are you going to go over to the picnic area, which is across from?
It'd probably be easier to do it inside the cabin. The cooking facilities in the cabin sort of thing. I don't know if
Well, I don't think there's actually any way you can cook in the cabin, but there.
I'll do that. Do it at the pit. Do it at the pit then.
Okay. All right. Get your coffee going and stuff like that.
Yes, well, primeval at the pit as well, isn't it?
I open
I smell coffee.
a
Jesus,
24-ounce
those beds are as
Red
comfortable
Bull.
as they look.
We cover ourselves in woad and drink coffee and eat pancakes by 5 pit.
How'd you sleep right now? Those beds are awful.
I step outside the cabin
the
and
spiders, but beyond that, not bad. But Jojo, you mentioned we need coffee. Do you guys want me to make up
I smell coffee coming from 4. I think they're making breakfast.
Oh yeah, I think I see the guys outside. Let's go.
I'm
go.
stretching outside and just looking around. Are there any other residents?
You don't see anybody.
Any noises?
Nothing.
Ducks?
Do you see any ducks left?
You do see ducks scattered through the woods, but they're not particularly interested at the moment in you.
You wait till these pancakes are finished.
What do you guys think? I know there's the pool, but there's the lake too. Do they rent boats here, Phil? Did you see in the brochure? Anything like that in the?
Didn't say anything, but there's a boathouse.
There's a boathouse.
Okay. Well, maybe we can ask at the front desk.
At a beach.
Maybe we can go ask at the front desk.
Chaz is making pancakes, so let's talk about what we're going to do over breakfast.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yes, thank you. Chaz, you and your cooking, saving all of our bacon.
Worked at IHOP for a couple of years.
And do I smell coffee?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's coffee on the
And there's beer as well. No.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
All right. It's a fairly nice morning. The sun comes up, but the sun there's enough trees that it blocks the sun pretty much until it. Let's see, sun comes up in the east. Yeah, so you've got trees that are blocking the sun, so you don't really see the sun until it's up a ways.
I think the lake
light coming through the trees.
The lake's a good idea if we can.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
I'd like to go ask them in the office what that partying was about. Like maybe we startled them or something, or they thought we were going to come tell them to quiet down. And if we go have a word and say like, hey, we're down for partying too, maybe we can join them tonight or something.
They cleared that room pretty quick.
They did. That was really weird.
Yeah.
It opens at 7, so the office should be open by now.
That's right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Never heard of a haunted party.
And we should probably ask them about a mechanic nearby as well. We really don't want to be dealing with that car trying to get on the way out of here.
I think that's a good call.
Oh, well, like I said, I'll have a look first before we have to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Phil, that's right.
Yeah, you do that, and then if it turns out you can't do anything with it, we'll call a mechanic. So.
Oh. It's probably a loose sprocket or something.
Maybe, so, I don't know.
Allie, you're going to go to the office? Is anybody going with you?
Party, yeah.
I'll go with. I've got my coffee and I've had pancakes. I'm good.
I'll go along too.
So Allie, Jojo, and Rydell, you're going to the office. And Phil, did you say you were going to go look at the car?
Not now, no. Later.
Oh, okay. Chaz, Phil, and Nath, what do you guys want to do?
I'm just hanging at the fire pit, really. If the pancake, if he's going to, like I say, if he looks at the car, give him a hand with that. If not, I'm just chilling.
You're just chilling?
Yeah. Don't want to look at the car now.
All right. So Allie and Rydell and Jojo, you are heading over to the office. Now, as you are heading towards the office, you can see the swimming pool. You're walking by it. It was dark last night. You didn't really notice it. Pool hasn't been cleaned in a while. It's pretty dark green, and you can see that the pool filter has been disassembled, and it's like laying on the grass over by the pool.
Maybe the beach and not the pool.
The lake is probably going to be the way for us.
I know this is off season, but this is a little ridiculous.
Wait, who took this place again?
Phil.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you go over to the cabin. There's no other people there. You step inside, and you can see the lights on in the back. When you come in, after a couple of moments, the door to the office opens, and a woman comes out. She says, "Good morning, folks.
Morning.
What can I do for you?"
Does she
I'm sending you descriptions.
Okay.
Okay.
We thought we heard some partying going on at the clubhouse last night. Do you know anything about this? Are there events going on?
Partying going on?
Just music, nothing too wild or anything.
Oh no, not at all.
We thought maybe we'd join in on the fun, but then there was, I don't know, I think we scared them off.
Well, I wasn't aware of any partying going on. My name is Cordelia. Cordelia Maris.
Nice.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Miss Cordelia, how do you do?
I think we booked you in. It looks like Dylan took care of you guys last night.
He did.
He was so good. He was just very kind and helpful.
Of course, certainly.
The doors to the clubhouse weren't locked, so if somebody wanted to play around in there last night,
are there other guests here this weekend?
Actually, at the moment, I think maybe one or two.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Has it ever been a problem with the clubhouse and people coming in?
We're 20 miles from civilization, so we don't have any trouble out here. We don't walk much.
You guys are alone. On that note, we ran into some problems with our car, Miss Cordelia. I'm sure you guys have mechanics, people that come in and fix up the place. Do you have like recommendations?
Well, I can call somebody if you want.
That would be very much appreciated, Miss Cordelia.
Yeah. What you're in cabins 3 and 4?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'll take care of that for you later.
And it's Miss Cordelia, right? Or should be Miss Maris?
Correct. Well, Cordelia's my first name.
Okay.
Rydell, let's not bother this woman any further. She seems busy.
Please.
Just one other. Do you guys rent boats or anything like that? Kayaks?
We used to. We've got a boathouse down there, but last couple of seasons we haven't done that.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay.
But thank you anyway.
Thanks so much.
But yes, we'll not take up any more of your time. Come on.
So Rydell gives Miss Cordelia a smile, nod, and pleasure to meet you, Miss. Hopefully, I'll see you again sometime.
Where did you come in from?
Oh, we're just taking a break from studies.
Ah, you're college kids.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, Rydell.
How
You
old
guys
does
are
she
going to be
look
waiting
like?
for
Is
us.
she mature or?
She looks like she's maybe in her 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The guys are probably waiting for us.
Yes, please.
All right.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Miss.
Yes, of course, of course. And as soon as we're out of earshot,
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Ladies,
God.
Are you all right?
Oh.
How did you not smell that?
Boo.
Smell what? I mean, her perfume was different, but
Are you high? Come on.
Rydell, there's difference, and then there hasn't bathed in about 3 months. That was the latter.
Oh God, you didn't. Oh, it was awful. And oh my God, I don't like to gossip, but my goodness, that poor woman, she could really do with a makeover. Just
oh my God,
unfortunate.
Why did she put that wig? Oh my Lord, that was awful.
It was. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, I've seen
wig.
Yeah,
no,
it was.
There was no missing this. Like, I swear. Imagine how many Muppets had to have died to make that wig, and she put it on her head.
Come on, Rydell. I think Donald Trump has a better hairpiece. Come on, it was obvious. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
you're fired. That's what I wanted to say to her.
Oh.
Okay.
And I don't know why. Okay, you were being very nice to her, and that was very nice of you. But I swear, she was giving us the evil eye the whole time. I kind of wanted to cringe.
I mean, I didn't notice any of that, Jojo, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, let's just. All right, let's go.
Yeah, please.
So Rydell sort of looks back again. Sees if he can see her, give a wave, and then follow the girls along.
Well, you can't see because now you're outside. So.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
All right, so you guys are heading back towards the cabin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you get there and Chaz has made breakfast. You guys have some coffee and some pancakes and some more conversation.
Well, the pool's out. It's disgusting. They haven't cleaned it.
And
they said they don't have any boats to rent. So
yeah,
beach party.
Beach. Yeah, definitely beach.
They said they had some other folks staying here, Chaz. Maybe you'll get lucky.
There's always the chance.
So Rydell sort of pulls either Nate or Chaz first closer aside and then mentions to them, guys, I don't know if you know, but go and check out the office. The girl there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So
good deal.
Just saying, really? Is she all yours then?
Yeah, or if Phil needs to sort of to sort of clear his mind, clear his palate. I'm just saying, wow. Wow.
I gotta take a look at this at some point.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not with Allie, I mean, wow.
All right. So, All right. So after you've eaten, if you've gathered your stuff together, you probably grab a day pack or something, and you're going to head down to the beach.
Yeah. Well, let's do a beach party.
Yes.
All I'm saying, Chaz, is if you're looking for a girl, though, stay away from the office troll.
Just trust us, okay?
I think Riddell's got his eye on her.
Riddell?
Oh, he doesn't.
He said she was hot.
What?
Well, he likes it.
Chaz, don't get him in trouble. He told us to go check her out because he knows Chaz is.
I just took it for granted. Go and check it out. She was pretty hot. So.
Well, Rydell's blind and he doesn't have a sense of smell because I could smell her from the front door.
What, like that guy last night when I said he smelled?
Mr. Feet.
Did I talk about her Muppety wig? I'm telling you, Muppety wig.
Rydell just
come on. Let's go to the beach. Let's just go to the beach.
Right.
Let's go to the beach.
So sort of walking, and sort of the girls are sort of ahead of that. He's like, you know how girls are, guys. You know how girls are.
I'm looking around for any other guests. Are there any?
Do I see you don't see anybody. But as you are walking along the path, you do hear a car pull into the parking lot, and you see another family, getting out like you'd expect people to be doing. It looks like a man, a woman, and two kids, boy and a girl. But you guys are walking along the path. There is a hedgerow that sort of separates this part of the camp from the beach part of the camp. But there's a couple of places where you can go through the hedgerow. And then there's winding little paths that head down to the beach. The beach is not particularly large. This is a lake, so it's kind of rocky sand, and it stretches from one end to the other. But then there are cliffs on either side, big rocky cliffs. So it's isolated. It's a private beach, and then at the far end, at the right-hand end, there is a little boathouse and a little pier that sticks out into the water. And you can see there are a couple of chairs on the end of the pier.
Yes.
Is it like an incline down to the beach?
It's a bit of an incline, but it's an incline down to the beach, and then the beach is relatively flat, but only maybe 30 feet wide and maybe 100 feet.
So when we're on the beach, the cliffs on either end of the beach, are they above us or?
They're kind of above you. It gets very steep going up. It's rocks. So you could theoretically walk up there, but you'd be getting higher and higher as you moved away from the beach. And there's very little in the way of waves. This is a lake, so it's just a little lappy waves.
Too cold to swim? I'm assuming it'd be too cold to swim.
At least this time of day.
Depends on your comfort
tolerance
level.
Yeah.
At this point, I just flip out my my beach towel and sit down on it.
Okay.
Do we bring any fishing poles, guys?
I did.
No. Oh,
You can do a luck for one if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Let's see if you brought one.
Nope, I didn't bring one.
Okay.
Oh, I did. I rolled 3%. So probably bought.
Oh, looks like I did.
Cool. So at least JoJo brought one, but she's sitting on her beach towel. So
I'll lay out too.
I left my pole in the car.
I probably should have. I should have brought that out last night, but I didn't think about it. And dang it, Phil, we didn't even think to get bait.
you're going to be here for a while, though, so a few days.
Well, maybe if Phil fixes up the car, we can, drive into the nearest town and get some stuff.
Well, they might sell bait in the
maybe
in the reception.
Yeah,
There are enough
probably.
spiders in the cabin. Just grab a spider and stick it out.
You want to catch them, Nate? Feel free.
Yeah, please. I've already chased ours out.
Did we get everything from the car?
You've moved everything from the car into your cabins. At
this point, Nate and his scrawny body is in his boxers or bathing suit, and he's gonna go swimming. And he's skinny.
Fare thee well.
All right. Nate, do a Constitution roll.
21 out of 60. It's hard.
Okay. You step into the water and it's cold, but you sort of can get used to it as you're going back and forth, and you realize that the farther out you go, the colder your toes are going to get, because the surface water can get a little warm, but down as you go, it's going to get colder. After a few feet, you're kind of like, you don't want to lose any toes to
that's cold.
Is it warm enough on the beach to go topless?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Okay, so I'm down to my swimming shorts and I'm showing off my buff physique, 75 strength, 85 con, 75 size. So I'm presuming I'm pretty buff.
And yes, we might have broken up, but I still remember he's cute. There's definitely catching a few glances here and there.
That's the intention.
So is that it? Everybody's going to sit on the beach and
I've got like a trashy beach book. Yeah.
You can. Go ahead.
I committed to going to the water, and there's girls watching, so I stay as long as I can. Then I come back out.
And yes, I'm also in a really nice bikini because 80 appearance, 55 size. So yeah.
Hot.
All right.
Flex on my 35 muscles.
I'm 80 appearance as well. So
you guys are all hot college kids.
Young hot people.
You said there was some chairs on the end of the pier.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there might be a fishing rod left by the chairs. So I'm going to take a walk up to the pier and
take a walk. All right. So Phil, as you are walking towards the pier, I'd like you to do a spot hidden.
Okay. That's a 75 fail.
Okay. So you walk along. As you get towards the boathouse, you can see that it's got a padlock on it. It's not in great condition, but there are like windows on the side. They look like they might actually be like cheap plastic windows, plexiglass. And you can see that there are some things inside, maybe a canoe or something. There's a few things inside, but it's locked up. You go to the pier, and it's a fairly old pier. You walk out to the end, and there's no fishing rod, but there are a couple of like those folding chairs. They're fairly low to the ground, but there's evidence that they're used. Maybe the Marises come out here and sit and watch the water or whatever, guests. But there's only two.
Are they fold up?
Yeah, they're fold up, but they're unfolded and out. They look a little weathered.
The beach is stony, yeah?
Well, it's like gravel.
Okay.
Fine gravel.
No fishing rod. Maybe there's a fishing rod in the boathouse. Okay, I walk back.
Okay.
Towards the boathouse, and then I'll have a look in through the window. If I
you
can
look
see
in
anything.
the window, and there are a couple of canoes that are strapped to the wall, and there are a couple of what look like surfboard sail things. Windsurfing things. They don't look like they're in very good condition. They've seen better days.
Still, the canoes, do they look like they could be floating?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't see it. You don't know if there's any holes in them or not, but it looks like they've just been neglected for a long time.
Yeah. Who recommended me this place? I'll walk back to the rest of the guys.
Okay. You're walking back. Do another spot hidden for me.
61 out of 60. Yeah, why not? One luck to make it a regular.
Spend luck. All right. So you're walking back, and you're about halfway between the boathouse and where your friends are all sitting on the beach. And you just happen to notice, as you glance over, that there is a red plastic bucket, like the kind a kid would use to make sandcastles, half buried in the gravel and sand, maybe about 5 feet from you towards the beach. I mean, towards the water.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Just left there.
Check it out.
Well, like I say, it's partly buried. What would you like to do?
Can I lift it out without too much trouble, or?
Yeah, I mean it's a good size, but it's like I say, it's plastic. You lift it out of the sand, and what's underneath it is this.
Oh shit! Whoa!
Do a sanity roll.
Passed. 51.
You yelp rather loudly as you look down and see a severed human hand.
Strong, Phil.
Phil?
What's going on?
I start to sit up,
You see
looking
him
over.
you see him down the beach. He's just thrown down a red bucket onto the sand.
I step back, guys.
You're right, man.
Strong. Are you hurt?
There's a hand buried in the.
Wait.
What?
Hand?
Vidal starts walking sort of up.
Yeah.
Going.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Is it definitely real?
It's
Let
definitely
me see.
real.
Maybe it's just a trick. Maybe it's a Halloween
Yeah,
prop or something.
Probably should just be like a prank maybe.
Let me have a look at it. Let me have a look at it. I'm betting it's just a prop.
It's a bloody good
is
prop.
Not a prop. It is a
That's
severed
shit.
human hand.
Oh,
Looks like it's been there maybe a week. It's partly rotted.
What's the thing on
How does
its
the
thing?
cut
Is that a
look?
ring?
That looks like a
fresh,
ring.
or-
It's got a ring on its finger. Has a strange star-like shape to it.
Yeah.
Looks like it's made
Don't
of
anyone
gold.
touch it. The police are going to want that.
Can I do an archaeology just to see if I recognize it at all?
Sure.
Someone should go to the office and tell them to call the police.
36 out of 60, regular.
You don't recognize it.
Did I lose any sanity with the success?
Just one point.
How
Do any
does
of us
the-
need to make
How
sanity
does the
checks?
cut look? Like on the arm, does it look like it was gnawed off? Or?
It looks like it was either bitten off or torn off. There's definitely tearing to the skin.
So it wasn't like a surgical thing or a cut?
No, it's not a straight cut.
You guys see me sort of squat down next to it? That symbol. It looks old, but I've never seen it before. What is this?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. The police are going to want to examine all of this. We should leave, in fact, because we shouldn't be touching any of this. And one of us should go to the office and have them call the police.
I'll go to the office.
Of course you will.
Yeah, probably good
Yeah,
idea.
I'll go with you.
Jazz, you stay here with the girls.
Oh,
Come on, guys, let's go. Let's tell them.
Yeah, we're probably jogging up there.
I'm going to look around and see if there's any other parts. Make
Okay.
sure this is it.
Yeah. I'm
Allie,
gonna do that with you because, for heaven's sakes, if there's a hand, there might be more.
Allie and Jojo do spot hiddens for me.
Regular success.
Dang it! I failed by 1. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'll spend a luck.
Don't spend the luck. You look all around. You don't find anything else.
Okay.
I mean, there's woods. Could it have been like a wolf or something? This does kind of look like tearing.
But
I mean, are there any bears around here?
I mean, in this area, if I remember, it's not unheard of to see mountain lions and whatnot, but they don't normally attack people unless they're starving.
Yeah. I mean, this is like a campground, right? Maybe people have been feeding them. They've become accustomed to it, and one of them just attacks somebody.
I mean, maybe, but no, bears are not. You don't see bears around here. Wolves, definitely not. Maybe mountain lions, but as far as predators go, yeah, in this area, not much.
I'm looking about a lot, just in case there's any mountain lions or bears or anything.
All right, so Chaz, you're staying there with the girls?
Yeah.
And Nate, Phil, and Rydell, you guys are heading up to the office. All right.
Man, I saw that. I saw a bucket. I thought I was get a bucket. Maybe the girls wanted to make a sandcastle. Fucking hand underneath it, man.
Freaking crazy.
In the bucket, or was it like on the bucket? Like
Well, the bucket was buried, half buried. I just lifted the bucket up, and the hand was there.
Someone was trying to like hide it, or I mean, with a red bucket, that'd be a dumb way of hiding a hand.
It definitely looked like it was just discarded.
I thought a kid left it behind,
All right. As you guys come up to the office and step inside, Cordelia Maris is still behind the counter, and you all see her.
Miss Cordelia? Hi again.
Well, hello. How are you all? Is there everything is okay?
I wish we came under better circumstances, but my friend here actually found some. Maybe Phil, you can explain it better.
Well, Miss, I try and drag my eyes, look at her face, but I'm like looking at her figure. Yeah, I found there was a hand on the beach, severed hand.
Oh my, a severed hand.
Yeah. I think you better call the police.
All right. But let me call Dylan as well. Why don't you? I'll call right now, and why don't you go back to the beach and wait there, and I'll have Dylan come out and talk to you. So she immediately goes into the office, and you hear her get on the phone. And she's like, we can hear her. Yeah, let me talk to the sheriff. Sam, one of the guests has said that there's a severed hand on our beach. Could you come out? All right, thank you. Sheriff's on his way.
Thanks, miss.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I'm just staring at her.
How old is she? Mid-20s, did you say?
Mid-20s, yeah. She's quite lovely. Nate, she's given you what only could be, I mean, she seems distressed that you've told her there's a human hand on the beach, but at the same time, she's pretty damn alluring. Please go wait for him there, and Dylan will be down in a few minutes.
Yeah.
My brother, Dylan.
Oh. Well, if you want, I'll wait with you and escort you down.
I can't leave. I can't leave the office right now, but the sheriff should be here within a half an hour.
All right.
Miss, you better tell any other guests not to go down there. It might be a bit distressing.
Well, we
for
just
them.
have a family that came in, but yeah, I'll make sure that they know. They'll probably see the police when they get here.
I'm so sorry to have distressed you. Yeah.
What were your names?
Hey,
I'm Phil.
Cordelia.
This is Nate and Rydell. We came here. We arrived last night. A little bit late, but we're here now.
You all look like you're quite athletic.
yeah, I fence, and I'm here alone, and they're here with their girlfriends.
Oh, you're here alone.
Well, I mean, I have friends. I'm not alone. I'm not like a loser or something. I mean,
This is the hardest game to keep your face.
yeah.
Should mask. Well, you all run along now, and the police should be here soon.
Okay, thanks.
See you around.
Thank you. When I get outside, I grab Chaz away from the building. I tell him, dude, the cops are coming. Go stash the shit.
Chaz is there.
Oh, shit. I thought he
Chaz
was
is still
with
at
us.
the beach.
On the beach.
Gentlemen, was I lying?
Oh, my God. She's smoking.
I know, right?
Wow.
Dude, and that's her brother.
Dude, that maybe stepbrother, because that guy's messed up.
Yeah, he smells like freaking feet.
But I'm just saying, like, Nate, Phil, palate cleanser, something to take your mind off, Jojo.
But the girls they didn't have the same impression as you.
Yo,
Girls.
They said
Come on,
she was
they're girls. Like
True.
queen.
Yeah,
cat,
true.
Yeah.
True.
All right, so you guys are heading back.
Yeah, first thing when I get down to Chaz, I'm like, yo, Chaz, the cops are coming. You gotta stash that shit. You're on mute.
Oh, good. They're coming.
What's up, man?
The girl. She said she called the sheriff. The sheriff's on his way.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
you met the office troll then. Unfortunate.
I think there was
troll.
someone else. Someone else was there. She definitely wasn't a troll, Ellie.
About this high, world's worst Muppet wig. Definitely needs about an entire course of makeup.
So Rydell gives a knowing look to the guys, like,
Chaz, you gotta get an excuse to go out there. Oh, well, she's coming down a little bit with her brother.
Oh,
That's
really?
Oh,
Oh, really?
God. Wait, what?
That's not her husband, that's her brother.
Brother? Well then.
He smells of feet.
You look
Right?
over. You can
What?
see. You can see Dylan is on the path heading towards you guys rather briskly.
You can smell it before he even gets here.
Like you see him plop along.
Now that's the troll, surely.
He
I
stinks,
don't know
man.
what I don't know what you're talking about. I say as I'm getting my hair all settled up, and put my sunglasses on top of my
I'm
head.
with Rydell, a committed relationship, but I won't lie. He said that the troll is beautiful. That man is gorgeous. Amazing. Now I'm with Rydell. I don't stray, but I will say with honesty,
I know you don't have the best fashion sense in the world, but
it's a good looking man.
look at that
Stinks, man.
shirt.
Stinks.
I
Like
just
we're
look at
someone else sloppy like that. Come on.
I
Ellie,
just look at
just-
Nate and just mouth, what the fuck?
Wait, how
Ellie,
could you not smell that?
It's too much testosterone, Joe. They don't want to hear that we like the way that guy looks.
oh,
I mean,
whatever.
it looks like he doesn't even lift.
Anyways, you're taken.
Doesn't lift.
I am single. He's hot. Come on.
He comes up. Cordelia told me you found something on the beach.
Yes. Right over here, under this bucket. It's a severed hand with some ring. It's a symbol I've never seen before.
Holy crap.
We're the police, though. Like, they should be the ones to look at this.
Well, yeah, we don't want to touch anything.
Yeah,
police will be here in about, probably about 20 minutes from now. Sheriff Smithy.
Cool.
I got to apologize, folks. I think that, this is Lake Superior. There's crime out there. It's probably some mafia thing.
Wow, you think so?
Wow, hands,
Maybe,
mafia, and you got to stay in here?
Well, I mean, I can't help what comes on the beach, it washes up.
Mafia only hurt other criminals. They ain't going to touch us.
Well, Phil, I expect they're probably going to want at least your statement.
Since you found it, yeah.
Yeah, and then the mafia will be
Y'all aren't
a bit of
carrying
grass.
anything, are you? I'm like whispering, y'all aren't carrying anything, are you? Don't get us in trouble, for God's sake.
Please.
Nate, hide it. Whatever you got, hide it.
Phil, I can't afford to go to prison.
Look, the sheriff is a bit of a stickler, and he doesn't like college kids. So I would suggest if you have anything that you want to get rid of, hide it. Put it in your
glare at Nate.
We'll be back.
And
he's not going to break our balls over drinking, right?
Well,
we're all of age.
I'll tell you what. I'll bring you guys over a case of beer tonight. Because this is pretty traumatic, and you didn't deserve this to happen.
You, Mr. Maris.
Pizza and beer, and you got a deal,
dude. Hey, Joe,
are you sure your wife wouldn't mind bringing that over to us?
Somebody give him a minute.
Oh, Cordelia, that's not my wife. That's my sister.
Oh, really?
Oh, but your wife's not. Your wife doesn't live here with you too.
Oh, I'm not married.
Oh,
all right. They'll start
then.
stepping in between. Like,
are you ladies single?
The guys, like,
I am certainly.
Hey, dude, has anyone got any mints?
Sure.
I glance over at Allie.
There you go, buddy. Take one of them.
Why don't you,
Mr.
Dillon? We don't want to keep you from your work, so
this
we should be okay.
Falls under we're the owners, so. But I know what you kids get up to, so go take care of what you need to take care of.
On that note, Mr. Maris, I know you guys are the Marises. Why does your map say Fishburne?
Oh, they were the old owners.
Oh, I thought so.
We haven't printed new maps for ages.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, anyways, we don't want to keep you, so we'll take care of things here. Appreciate your help.
Yeah.
I'm sort of trying to give him the most subtle, what are you doing? Look at him.
Well, look, guys, in all seriousness, though, this is not messing with my med school applications. If you guys have something you need to hide, please go take care of it.
Ali, chill. We'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Already taking care of. I stashed it. Do I look like I'm worried?
I know, Chaz. I know, but I've got grad school to think about. PhD.
Look, it's a Coke can. You unscrew it, and then when you pick it up, it even feels like a Coke can. He ain't gonna know.
Jurassic Park.
Okay. I trust you. You know that. I trust you.
The man in the shop said it works every time.
Why don't you kids go, and I'll take care of this problem.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Thanks, dude.
All right. So which
as he goes out of
Ali and Jojo sort of away.
As he's out of hearing side, I say, man, if there's a law against personal hygiene, he's going to be set away for life.
They have to be stepbrothers. Look at that.
There's no way he's related to that.
I glance at Allie.
He smells like a jockstrap that's been worn all season.
Do you guys want to go check out the clubhouse? Look, do you guys want to go check out the clubhouse, see if maybe we can figure out what was going on last night?
Yeah,
let's at least hide anything incriminating, please.
It sounds like Chaz has got it taken care of. I trust him.
Put it in the clubhouse. Then it's public property. Then it's not.
I don't leave my stuff out in the open.
All right, Chaz.
I'll roll and then I'll pull it away.
Okay, Chaz, I trust you on this. I sort of glance back over at the beach.
He can only do something if he suspects me of doing a crime or something. He hasn't got the rights to go through my stuff unless I've done something.
If that guy's around, he ain't gonna smell nothing but him anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about. I say it as I'm doing a sort of longing glance back down the beach. I rather like that.
The toilet. It doesn't mean.
I didn't say he wasn't a nice person. I just said he smelled like a jockstrap.
I think you're thinking of his sister.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like,
Wow.
okay. A slight TMI here. I don't think she's ever known what a tampon was.
I mean, you're not wrong. Not a good smell.
Damn.
Where is the lie, gentlemen? It's not here.
All right. So you guys are going to head over to the clubhouse, you said.
Yeah.
All
I don't want to go back to the cabin. Let's see what we can see over at the clubhouse.
All right. When you walk up towards the front doors of the cabin, the clubhouse, they're open, the way like they prop themselves open.
Leave them open, yeah.
And there's a lady in there. She looks like she's maybe in her late 50s, early 60s, and she's got a bucket and she is mopping the floor in the clubhouse.
Howdy, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes.
hello. You must be guests. I'm sorry. The clubhouse is closed at the moment. I'm mopping the floor, but maybe in an hour if you need the clubhouse.
You
Maybe.
didn't catch your name?
Oh, I'm Corrine Hatton.
Corrine. Miss Corrine, I just have a quick question for you. Did you happen to hear any activity or music last night?
Oh, well, I don't actually live on the property. I come in the morning, I clean for them, and you're here before the season, so I'm sorry if your rooms haven't been completely cleaned.
It was fine. It was fine.
It was fine. We managed, but thank you.
You worked, at Camp Sunny for a long time, Corinne?
For about 20 years.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Ah.
So before Mr. and Mrs. Maris, then.
Oh, you mean the Marises? Well, no,
Yes.
the Marises have worked here for quite a while. They inherited the place from their father.
Oh, really?
You seem quite young to be working here for so long.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how long it was, but they he passed away some years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it look like she's cleaning anything in particular?
She's just mopping the floor.
Is there a particular mess that she's clearing up?
It doesn't look like it. Looks like she's just generally. You can see she's. Do a spot hidden for me.
69, dude. That's a fail.
Okay. Anybody else want to do a spot hidden?
I'll try.
24.
Okay.
Oh, for God's sake.
17 out of 25.
Well, one thing that you notice, those of you who
here we go.
passed.
Yeah, I actually just passed.
Okay. Those of you who passed, she's got a bucket and a mop. She seems to be using the water rather liberally on the floor. And you can see that there are drains towards the corners of the room. And so she's mopping and then she's pushing the water towards the drains and it's draining out that way. It's so that you can clean the floor really well. You're not just.
Is it like a wooden floor or what type of floor?
It's like a linoleum floor.
Okay.
And so there's quite a quantity of water on the floor, but it's soapy and she's doing that. Those of you who recall from last night notice that she's replaced the tape in the tape deck she put it back in.
Miss, is there a bathroom nearby?
Yes, there's a bathroom in the building. Out, I think where is it? It is if you go towards the back where that little kitchenette is, there's a bathroom right there.
Okay, I just need to use the bathroom, guys. I'll join you in a sec. I'll be right back.
I sort of give a glance at Phil as he's leaving because I'm a little worried.
Okay. I think Phil's actually running to the restroom. Do you guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah, actually,
Sure.
I need to.
All right, take a quick break. So, Phil, the bathrooms, in your opinion, could use a little bit more cleaning, but they're not dirty. They've seen better days. It's mostly that they're just old, run down, so to speak. Looks like some of the things, like maybe the toilet seat has been replaced by one of those cheap plastic toilet seats. The fixtures or the chrome on them is a little worn out, and so you get the impression that these things have been here for a while. This isn't a new facility. Is there anything you wanted to do? Yeah,
just the number one.
Okay. I meant other than urination.
If there aren't any paper towels that I come out and
no, there are.
Yeah, sure. Okay. No, I just doing that.
All right.
I don't touch any of the surfaces if I don't have to.
All right. So what would you guys like to do next? Any more questions for Corinne?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, with the beach kind of off limits and the pool not good for anything, do y'all think that maybe the office has some like brochures or something? It's a big lake. Maybe there's a company that does like fishing tours or water ski, like something. Maybe they've got some brochures in the office.
Well, you went in there last night. You didn't see anything.
They didn't see nothing. Okay.
They had a couple of canoes in the boathouse.
Oh, did they?
I was thinking.
They told me they didn't rent any boats.
Well, maybe they weren't for rent, but there was definitely a couple of boats in the boathouse.
I mean, that's something, I suppose.
And I'm sure Dylan would be agreeable after the trauma we've suffered. So,
of course, yes.
Yeah, we could go, talk to him and work something out.
Did we pass any motels on the way here?
Not for 20 miles. There are some other areas of the campground that you haven't gone to.
How steep are the rocky cliffs around the area?
They're pretty steep when you're on top of them, but you can get on top of them by coming from, the other side, from the back side of them.
Are they tall enough that it looks like we could get like a really cool view if we managed to climb on top?
I mean, they're probably maybe 40 feet high, and they're rocky. You could probably climb up and down them. It would just be you're risking falling and hurting your leg, or
kind of thing someone like Nate would jump off of into the water, or like those kind of cliffs going out into the water.
You don't know what the rocks are like under the water.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
I suppose we could go for a picnic.
That's something. We have snacks, but for anything more substantial.
But
we knew we were coming up for a couple of days. I'm sure we packed food.
Yeah, I mean, we get a barbecue going and start barbecuing, getting ready for dinner or something. I mean, if the chef wants to talk to us, we can't go too far anyway, can we?
If it was a self-catering place, we would have known that, and we would have probably bought some.
Right.
Yeah, we got steak
food at least.
You brought food because you know that they don't have a kitchen.
Get a barbecue going and sit around just for something to do, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's like 12-ish right now, like noonish kind of?
Yeah, we'll say it's noon. Yeah. By now, you guys do see a police car pull in. It's kind of it doesn't look like a city police car. It looks like a sheriff's office car. You see the sheriff go immediately to the office, and then you see him walk down to the beach where Dylan is waiting. So what do you want to do?
Phil, you're probably going to want to talk to the sheriff. You found it.
Yeah, that's no problem.
I'll put some burgers on the barbecue and just get some.
Yeah,
lunch
I'm going to go and
ready.
get the barbecue ready and keep a low profile.
I'm not sure I can even eat anything.
I mean, the smell with the meat and everything will help cover other smells too, so that'll be convenient either way.
I'll head to the beach and
Okay.
I'll go with
chat to
Phil.
the sheriff.
I don't want him to be by himself.
All right.
Okay, cool.
You could take up in that picnic area that's like adjacent to the beach, so we'll be nearby.
All right.
Yeah.
The one that's right next to the beach, or the one that's across from your cabins?
On the crop, because that way we don't have to cart the food too far. When we...
Right.
That works.
Yeah.
So the big area, the big picnic area, or the smaller one next to the beach?
That kind of looks down towards the beach, so you can see what's going on. So we'll do it this way. You guys head towards the picnic area, and as you're setting up, you can see Phil heading down the path towards the beach
with Nate.
With Nate. The sheriff is on the beach with Dylan, and the sheriff has a bag that he is they're putting the hand in and taking they're standing there talking for a few minutes. Doesn't sound like they're loud or anything. You can't hear what they're saying. So Phil, you're walking down the beach towards them, and Dylan can see you, but the sheriff's kind of got his back to you. And as you're walking towards, you see Phil look up at you, and he looks a little bit annoyed that you're heading down there, but he doesn't give you any indication. When you get there, close enough to hear him talking, he says, this is the young fellow that found the hand. And the sheriff turns around and looks at you, and he's got the bag. It's a black plastic bag, so you can't see the hand any longer. And he says, so you found this hand. Tell me what happened.
Well, I was just we came here last night for a weekend break.
Okay, I don't really care about when you got here. I just want to know about the hand, finding the hand.
Well, I noticed the red bucket sank.
This bucket here.
Yeah, that's the one. I thought a kid had left it there, so I picked it up, and underneath was the hand. And that was, that's it.
Did you touch the hand at all?
No, sir. No way. It took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting anything like that underneath the bucket.
All right. Well,
but I touched the bucket.
It probably was just something that washed up on shore. Probably the bucket wasn't even related to it. It just happened to land that way and get buried in the sand. It's been there for a few days. So, thanks for telling somebody, but I don't think there's anything that's going to come of it.
Okay. Whatever you say, Sheriff.
All right. Now skedaddle, he says. And
I grab Phil's arm and start pulling him back up towards the...
He seems, I should describe the sheriff. Sheriff looks like he's, maybe in his mid-50s. Looks a little rough. But I'd like you to do, we'll call it a spot hidden. It's really kind of you're noticing. Maybe a psychology. Well, I guess it's fine.
08.
Regular.
Okay.
Regular spot.
You kind of pick up on the sheriff in relating to you seemed rough, like you were kind of warned that he was. But when he turns back and he's talking to Dylan as you guys are walking away, he's very cordial. I'm sorry this happened. Almost like they're good friends, In In fact, as you're walking away, you hear the sheriff kind of maybe even laugh. Like, I don't know why he would laugh, but maybe he's just trying to reassure Dylan. But that's kind of the impression you get as you walk away.
Kind of strange. You didn't want to.
You can see your friends.
Details.
You can see your friends up on the
small town. They probably just want to sweep this under. You know, that could ruin the reputation of the camp, and you know, they probably take care of each other.
Like this camp needs more of a reputation than it's already got. You mean?
Well, you got to give them a hand here. It's a pretty good place. And I start laughing.
Yeah, well. Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose the less interest he takes in us, the better, I suppose.
That's what I'm thinking.
So you walk back up the path and
anyway.
You join your friends.
What did the sheriff have to say?
Not a lot.
Really?
He didn't want a
Just asked-
statement from you, or
Well, he just asked me what happened, and I told him.
And that was it.
That was it. He didn't even want to know my name. Well, I suppose
What?
he could have got that from the reception, but
How is he going to write like a police report or anything like that without your name?
seems a bit cavalier.
I mean, sure, it's a small town sheriff, but that seems a little odd.
he was-
Like,
think
fingerprints
him and,
on that thing.
I think him and Smelly go back. They seem to be buddies. They were even laughing.
Nate, smelly, really?
Yeah, he does smell.
So Smelly and Smithy, I mean, that
If he
makes sense.
smells, it's because his sister's stench is his
He has to cover that
rubbed
up.
off on
Ugh.
him.
Oh, come on, girls, get over it.
Us get over it. You get over it. You won't shut up about how much he smells.
And please, all right then. So if apparently we're blind to how apparently unugly this woman is, what do you see then?
Really, what do you see? Because we genuinely, in the nicest way possible, she could use some makeup and a little makeover.
Right
I
now,
see
you're
barbecue ready. I see
pretty-
food ready. So I think we can go eat.
Well, yeah, we're eating, but it's like, what do you see in her? Really? When you look at her, what do
Really?
you see in her?
I
like
see no one but you, Ali. You know that.
I think it's just he isn't ugly. He just stinks.
Right. She has beautiful eyes, long blonde hair, just this glow about her.
I don't think she
Sparkle
really.
in her eyes.
She's
I mean,
a 10.
wifey material.
She's definitely a 10. If you
What?
want us to objectify her, she's a 10 out of 10.
Well, I
She
was
is-
asking Phil. I wanted to know what you see in her.
She was a babe, is a babe.
I kind of flinched back a bit because what?
You asked
Right.
my opinion, and that was my opinion.
Okay, Phil.
So as scientists here, we have a control known as Chaz. No exposure. So, we have a control that we can use.
I like that.
Look, and I can admit when another woman is beautiful. I can be objective and say that woman is
Exactly.
very attractive. That woman is
Yes.
beautiful. I think JoJo's a beautiful woman. I do not
you.
see that when I see the woman behind the desk. I don't.
No,
Look, don't get me wrong, Joe. I think you're a 9. And Ali maybe
I see why I broke up with you.
6. 6,
You
borderline
couldn't get it
7.
anyway, Phil.
So, Allie, you're not being catty. Like, you really don't see. I mean, she's.
No.
I don't. Genuinely, I know I can be a little mean sometimes. Genuinely, I do not see it. I don't.
Yeah,
He
guys.
does stink.
You guys. know I'm-
JoJo's super nice, okay, and she's saying it too.
like I'm not one of those people who like tries to talk other people down. I'm really not. But when I say muppety wig, I'm not kidding. It was the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't know if she's ever actually brushed it. Her outfit, like I can't even think of the last time it's even seen a washer.
And she
I'm
genuinely smelled very bad. Like I thought I was going to be sick. Like it was not good.
Rydell,
That's-
when we first met her, you saw we were both gagging.
You guys did have odd reactions to her, but I'm
It's holding my breath.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know. One of them smells, and maybe it's just rubbing off on the other one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Looks like a ghost trap.
Maybe there's two different women. There's the babe that we saw, and there's the Muppet that you saw. They could be different people.
That has to be it. Maybe he has a couple sisters.
Yeah, maybe there's a few of them.
Maybe that's his aunt or hired help from the town.
I mean, it was the same woman I saw.
We were standing in the same room with Rydell. And Rydell's saying it was, this babe.
It's hard to forget someone like that.
Thank you.
After a glance over at Rydell with like a seriously look.
But that only applies for Ali. I already clarified that, so safe.
Falling in love, guys.
I think we should let's just
Love is in the air.
What's up?
Oh. Do you see that man over there?
Wait, what?
What?
He's like is that like a hobo?
What?
There is
So I look over at where Ali might be pointing.
When she points, she's pointing to the south of where you guys are, over into the woods. There's a man. He looks like he's in shirt and pants, but it looks like he's, a little dirty. He was walking sideways. I mean, he wasn't walking sideways, but he was walking sideways compared to where you are. And he stopped and he was looking over at you as if he wants to come over and say something. And once you guys...
Sorry, does he look the man from the family with the wife and kids? Or
No. He once you all sort of look in his direction, he starts to move through the bush coming in your direction.
Oh man.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Hi. Have any of you seen a woman? My wife. She's about this tall, and she's got dark hair and green eyes.
We ain't seen anybody, mister.
I'm sorry, sir.
But what's your wife's name?
Her name is...
Does he look like a hobo?
Not really. Sorry. Doreen. He says, my wife is Doreen.
Are you guys staying here at the campsite?
Yeah, we're in cabin 8.
Are you okay? Does he look okay? Is he like?
Are you all right?
He looks a little dazed.
Why don't you write it down? Look, guys, I'm sure you have a burger, right?
Yeah, I
Oh.
gently guide him over to our one of the tables and sort of sit him down, sir.
Well,
Please.
I need to find my wife. I don't want to have a barbecue.
Cabin 8. Why don't one of the guys go look at the cabin? Maybe she's gone back there since you left.
I'll go and have a
sheriff is here, so we can ask the sheriff to help too.
I'm gonna have a walk around the camp, so help reassure him and stuff.
Yeah. Look, our friends are going to start. You have a burger. You don't look so well.
She's about this high.
Answers to the name Doreen.
And green eyes, Doreen. Yeah, her name is Doreen.
What's your
Don't you worry yourself about it, bud. I'll go and see if I can find her.
What's your last name, sir?
Wares is my last
Doreen
name.
Wares?
My name is Derek. Derek Wares.
Okay.
Can I give him a once over? Like, is he concussed or like drugged or?
Do you can do are you the medical student?
Pre-med. Yeah, I'm a med student.
Yeah, do a medicine roll, maybe a psychology roll if you wanted, something like that.
I got a 12 in medicine, and that is that's an extreme success. That's right on.
Nice. You don't see any serious physical damage. He's a little scratched up. It looks like he's been pushing his way through the bushes and the woods, and he's got some little minor scratches.
But like his pupils aren't like.
You don't see a hematoma or anything on his head, or you don't see bruises on his arms, so he hasn't been hurt.
Well, maybe it's just low blood sugar or something. Here, have a burger. Look, we got some soda. You want a soda?
How long's she been missing, bud?
Well, I'm not exactly. I don't know. She's about this high, and she's got dark hair and green eyes.
What cabin were you staying in?
Cabin 8, he said.
Staying in 8.
8.
Is she wearing anything like jewelry, tattoos, anything that would?
She was wearing her blue dress, I think, the last time, or the red dress. No, not the red dress.
How long did you say she was gone?
I think an hour, maybe longer.
Okay,
maybe
okay,
a day.
sir. All right. How long have you been here? Do you know?
2 weeks.
And she only went missing possibly yesterday?
I don't know. I haven't seen her. I don't know when she went missing.
Okay.
I have to find her. And he starts to get up again.
Well, we shouldn't let him wander alone. He doesn't seem well.
Is he wearing any rings?
No.
I'm thinking if he's like a matching engagement or wedding
ring. Yeah, wedding band.
Yeah.
You don't see a wedding ring.
No.
Sir, are you sure you're all right?
Do it. Well, what? You do see a place where there was a
tan
ring.
line.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, I need to find her because she's my wife, you know.
We'll help you. We'll help you.
Of course.
Is it just the two of you? Do you have family, like kids here, or just the two of you?
Oh, but nobody. My family, they're not missing. My wife is missing.
Oh, so your family is here?
Well, my wife is my family. She's missing.
Oh, I thought you had like Okay.
No, her parents are not missing. No, it's just her.
Okay. Let's start with your cabin. Maybe she's gone back to your cabin since you've left. Let's go to cabin 8 and look.
He stands up and he's looking around.
Does he smell of alcohol?
No. I mean, he does smell like he maybe hasn't bathed in a couple of days. It's not really strong, but
I don't know.
What's wrong with him?
He
seems
out of it.
What if?
Do you think?
What if she fell in the river and the river swept her away?
The river.
River.
There's a lake.
Sir,
there's no river.
Sir, wait. Sir, river. What river?
The river.
I guess you're out, sir. That's Lake Superior. We're at the Great Lakes.
Well, not that's the lake. The river.
There's a river out here.
Maybe someone should go to the office and see what this person, like when he checked in or something.
Yeah, we'll go to the office.
Derek Wares, and his wife is Doreen.
I'm going to go look at his cabin, and maybe she's there. He's just wandered off
with her.
Yeah.
All right. So who's going to stay with him?
If he's going to the office, we can
take him with us if we want. If Phil and Chaz want to do anything else.
Yeah.
If you try and take him, as soon as you start walking deeper into the camp, he's like, no, I don't have time for this. I have to find my wife. And he just turns in a random direction and starts walking away from you.
Is the sheriff still here? We can sort of point him to the sheriff.
The sheriff is not here. He's already gotten in his car and left.
Figures.
You don't want to see that sheriff anyway.
Sir.
Okay, so you guys are with him and you're heading that direction. He's trying to wander off. Chaz, you said you were going to go look around the camp.
We'll wander around the camp looking for Doreen.
Okay, who's going towards the office?
We'll go along.
Okay. When you're about halfway to the office, out of the corner of your eye, you notice Cordelia heading towards their residence, and that Dylan is on the front porch of the office. Apparently, the sheriff just left, and he's there. What do you want to do?
So, gentlemen, maybe I can go and chat with Dylan, and you two can chat with Miss Cordelia.
Deal.
Sure.
All right.
Are there any cars in the car park?
There's your car is there. There is the family's car, and there's one other car.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let's catch up with Cordelia.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are going towards Cordelia. Rydell, you're heading towards the office. Let's do the office first. So Rydell, you get to the office and open, and just as you're getting there, Dylan is standing there, and he's like, "Oh, it's you. What do you need? Something?"
Yeah, Mr. Maris, we ran into a guest of yours, Mr. Derek Wares. He mentioned he's in cabin 8.
The guy in 8?
Or the couple in 8, yeah.
Okay. It's the off season. We don't get our best clientele this time of year.
I can understand.
To the best of my knowledge, Mr. Wares arrived by himself.
Oh, wow. Because he like panicked.
Well, he's been here for maybe 7 or 8 days. I'd have to check the records. But at some point, he just started wandering around saying that he was looking for his wife. I don't know. He's a loon.
Yeah, I was going to ask because he sounded really panicked. He was talking about a river near. Is it like a river or anything like that nearby?
A river? There's no river.
He was talking about getting swept away by a river.
Yeah, there's no river anywhere around here. There's, wow. I mean, we sometimes get little, rivulets when the rain comes, but it hasn't rained for a few days. Although the weather report says it might rain in the next couple of days. So,
has he been like violent or like?
No. He just seems to wander around in the neighborhood. I was concerned at first, but I mean, like I say, I've got a lot of things on my plate.
No, I can appreciate with the hand.
I would just not get involved.
No. Okay. Well, I appreciate that, and yeah. So just wanted to check to make sure he's not like dangerous or anything.
What's where are you from? I mean, originally, I think I asked you that yesterday. You have family?
Oh yeah. I mean, we're just coming up for spring break.
Yeah. You're a college student. What are you studying in school?
Oh, physics. I'm a physicist.
So you're intelligent. You must be pretty smart then.
Well, I mean, I like to think I'm okay. I do well in school.
You married? You have kids?
I plan to, not yet, but I plan to.
You're heterosexual.
I am. Actually, you've met my current girlfriend, Allie. She's
that's okay. Yeah, that's one of the ladies. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
What about yourself?
You've met my sister?
Oh, Miss Cordelia. Yes.
Yeah. What do you think of my sister?
I think she is your sister. So I think I'm probably going to start and stop at that. But anyways, thanks for your help. And appreciate you letting us know that Mr. Wares isn't particularly dangerous.
All right.
Right, those sort of like slowly back.
I'm gonna bring over a case of beer for you.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah. So right, also goes.
The last thing the sheriff said to me is he's gonna look for the records and see if there's anybody missing a hand.
Well, if he needs a hand, we can give one.
I think you already did.
Fair point. And then with that bad pun, right, Elser slowly walks out the office.
Nate and is it Nate and Phil going to?
Yeah.
All right. So
as I owe you one, Nate, you can get first dibs.
Miss Cordelia. She's at first she was walking rather briskly towards the cabin, but she glances back and she sees you, and her pace slows considerably. And as you approach, she stops and she turns and she says, "Well, now what are you boys doing over here?"
I elbow Nate in the ribs.
Hey, there's some weird guy walking around saying he lost his wife.
Some weird guy?
I think cabin 8. Wares, I think his name
Oh,
is.
that guy. Yeah. Yeah, Dylan told me about that. I have no idea what's going on. Has he done something? Is he
he's asking us to help look for his wife. I think some of the girl.
I haven't seen any wife. How about you? You both single?
Oh, yeah. Well, I am. Why don't you come around later, have a couple drinks?
She smiles. She says, "Well," she says, "why don't you come around later?"
Okay. Where?
She glances over at the house.
Sounds good to me.
She says, "You seem healthy."
Yeah.
How old are you?
21.
21. What a great age to be. Says you're probably you're not married. You're not. Well, you said you're single.
No.
Yeah. Have you had a lot of girlfriends?
A couple here and there. Too young to get married.
She suddenly looks incredibly interested in you, Nate. Yeah, she is sending you a lot of signals. She's sending you, Phil. You're also getting signals, but she's really latched on to Nate at the moment. Well, maybe later. How long are you going to be here? A few days?
Yeah, we're here a couple days.
Plenty of time then. But yeah, I don't have anything going on tonight if you want to drop by.
Sounds like a plan.
Don't mind my brother.
Hopefully it's just us hanging out.
About that, are you
It'll be just us. Unless Phil wants to come too.
Are you really related to that man?
My brother? Well, yeah. We
I can't see any family resemblance.
No?
No, not at all. Well, you're such an attractive lady.
I imagine there'll be more family resemblance as we get older.
I take it he's the eldest.
Yeah, by a little. Anyways, you come up and see me sometime. Yeah. But yeah, come by and see me tonight. Okay. See about 8:00.
All right.
You're both welcome if you want. You're not shy. Look at you. You don't look shy at all. It's an adventure. What else are you going to do on your school break?
Okay. We'll see you later then.
I'll be waiting. And she gives you a look like, and then she turns around and walks back to the house very sexily.
Okay.
Ellie and
Ellie.
My God.
Devil's three-way.
Damn, Nate.
That's what it's called.
Meanwhile.
Meanwhile, walking back and telling the girls, yeah, the guys went and talked to and talking to Cordelia. So he's just.
Where's that guy? Is he still with us?
Well, that's my question. Did you guys chase him down or keep going with him?
We might have been trying. We need to look in cabin 8. And if he
I was headed to cabin 8. And then when he started peeling off, I may have called back to Chaz and said, like, hey, can you stick with him or something?
Yeah, we want to look in the cabin.
All right. When you he wanders off, so he seems harmless, but he wanders off. You guys get to cabin 8, and you can see that he's left the door open.
Okay, open the door.
Yeah.
In we go.
Doreen, are you here?
Mrs. Wares? Hello?
There is nobody here, but the state of the room it's in disarray. It looks like he just unpacked and do an intelligence roll.
Oh,
that makes no
93.
sense.
So no.
Extreme success. 9.
Okay, so JoJo's right on it. You can tell rather easily that he arrived, that he unpacked, that he definitely slept in the bed at least once. And then something happened, something changed. And from that point on, things are thrown on the floor. There's half-opened cartons of food and things that... And the places in, he didn't flush the toilet. I mean, things like that don't make any sense.
I sort of pointed out to Allie, I'm like, look at this. He gets in here, everything's unpacked. I sort of pull a drawer out to show, like, everything's folded. It's neat, like, as somebody who may have just gotten here.
Is there any signs of, like, women's belongings?
There are no women's belongings.
Do you think maybe this man has, like, dementia or something?
I don't know, but like at some point, his behavior just changes. Because from here, suddenly we get all of this disarray.
Yeah.
But
it looks like he's about 45.
Yeah, so when he got here, from what I can tell, it looks like he was basically like just anybody, just a regular guest, and then suddenly it was like he just lost his mind.
No sign of a woman. That's
no.
Maybe he's not maybe he's mentally unstable or something.
I mean, maybe, but is there anything else in the cabin that I didn't see before?
Seems like regular stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I sort of pace around the cabin looking at all this type of stuff. Yeah, this does not make any sense. It's like at some point during his initial stay, he like just lost his sense of reality or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like a psychotic break or something. That's weird.
I mean, you're more into med than me, but
yeah.
I mean, granted, on an anthro side of things, it's not exactly unheard of for these sorts of things to happen, but most cultures that would have sort of a story like this would be things like spirit possession or spells or
oh Joe, now you're acting like him. I'm sure he's just a mentally ill man.
I'm not saying any of this is real. I'm just saying I'm an anthropologist, folklore, that's sort of my thing.
Well, let's go. I don't want to leave Chaz alone with the crazy guy. Let's go back and check on him.
That's probably a good idea.
Who's the worst influence?
All right. Chaz, as you are walking around, you're making kind of a circuit along the paths.
Yeah, I'm not trying very hard.
When you get over towards the cabins on the other side of the clubhouse and playground, there are a couple of kids that are playing in front of one of the cabins. And you hear a man's voice just inside the cabin. He says, "Will you kids pipe down? You are making way too much noise." And of course, they're just playing.
Yeah.
It's a little boy and a little girl. The little girl looks like she's maybe 9, and the little boy looks like he's maybe 12. And they're just playing, but Dad seems to be irritated by they're making too much noise. And he yells at them. You don't see the wife.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do anything, or do you want to just?
Not really much to interfere much, really. I just go past quietly.
Okay.
And keep my ears open just in case he carries on, but I haven't really got much right to intervene.
So as you are walking by, the little girl, she sees you, and she's just at that age where she just walks up. Yeah. "Hey, mister, who are you?" Like this.
Hey,
the little boy's like, "You're not supposed to talk to strangers." "He's not a stranger, he's right there," she says.
"I'm Chaz, I'm staying here. Have you seen a woman walking about?"
"My mom."
"No, not your mom. Some other woman, Doreen, I think she's called. She's gone missing."
"I don't know."
Never mind then. If you haven't seen her, you haven't seen her.
The little boy comes over and takes her hand. He says, "We're not supposed to talk to strangers. Sorry."
"That's good. No, that's good. And you've been a good big brother looking after your little sister."
"Who are you kids talking to?" And all of a sudden this man appears. He looks like he's maybe in his mid-40s. "Who the hell are you, mister?"
"Who the hell do you think you're talking to, mister?"
"Get away from my kids, you
pervert." "They came up to me and said hello. And I just said hello back, and they're heading back to you."
"Get the fuck away."
"Oh, you're what?"
"Or I'll kill you." The wife suddenly appears at the door with
Bring
sandwiches.
your arms with you then, man, because you're going to need every single one of them, won't you?
The wife appears with sandwiches in her hand. She says, "Bob, stop fighting with people." And he's like, "This guy's playing with our kids."
"No, I'm not."
She says, "He's just another guest. Just leave him alone." And he says, "Listen," he says some nasty things to her. And he says, "Kids, get inside." And the kids say, "Do what a hero does. Get the fuck inside." So he immediately pulls them all inside and slams the door closed.
That's fair enough. I just let him go on with it. Gee. Well, I better head back.
So Chaz, you walk all over the place. You get a good feel for the entire park. Now, the only thing that you notice that doesn't seem to be on the map is in the lower picnic area, the sort of the farthest remote one inland. You can see in the woods there are 4 looks like mobile home trailers.
Oh yeah.
But they are in complete disrepair, and there's bushes and plants growing up right into.
I want to have a sneaky smoke when no one's about, so no one's going to be around there. So I'm going to head there so I can roll myself a smoke up and have a look about.
Yeah, it looks like they were abandoned. Maybe they were once used for people to stay in, but they haven't been used in years. Yeah. And they would at this point they would have to be torn out and thrown away and replaced. They're not usable anymore. No. But you see little remnants of things inside, like damaged furniture and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's not even a path going up to them at this point.
Good enough to hide away in. Until I keep my ear open just in case anyone calls for me, but I'll spend about 10 minutes by myself and then head back.
All right. So what's everybody doing? Are you all heading back towards your cabin?
Well, after me and Nate speak to Cordelia, I want to as we're near the car park, I'll check on the car, see if I can work out what's wrong with the vehicle.
Okay. Do you have mechanical?
Yeah.
All right. Do a mechanics roll.
Okay. 22. That's a hard.
Okay. Oh, you pop the hood and you're looking. And yesterday, as you were traveling, it was overheating. You were having trouble with the radiator. You think there might have been a leak, that it was overheating. But now when you look inside, you're pretty sure that there's something damaged your engine. Like maybe, I don't know engines very well. Maybe there's something wrong with the distributor cap. It's
okay. Is it fixable?
I don't know. I think you might need a mechanic with spare parts. But you said you got a hard. It actually looks like somebody fucked up your engine.
How? How would someone have fucked up the engine if it happened while we were driving?
You don't have any idea.
That's weird. What? So is it something I should point out?
Did you try to turn it over? Turn over the engine?
Hey, Nate, do me a favor, buddy. Can you start her up?
All right, hold on.
Yeah, it doesn't. When you do it, you get a click, and that's all you get. Click when you're
okay.
Like it's trying to, like the starter's not working, or
I do all the basic, check the points, make sure everything's connected right, battery, the spark plugs.
Yeah, there's things missing.
How? That's fucked up.
You think somebody messed with it last night?
Someone must have messed with it last night, because there's parts missing that would have been there. Otherwise, we wouldn't have got here in the first place.
It's pretty fucked.
It was overheat. It was overheating on the way here, so I thought maybe I could I could fix that with an egg temporarily. You put an egg in the radiator and it'll cook and fill the holes if there was a leak. But no, this is something. Someone's definitely messed with this overnight.
Do a spot hidden, both of you.
06.
It's one something.
Hard.
It says 16. Spot hidden. That's hard.
Oh, that's good for both of you. You're standing there. You're frustrated. Something's happened to your engine, and you look around the parking lot, and you can see the car that the people came in this morning, the other group, and there's puddles of oil underneath their car. It's like their car is leaking oil.
Okay. Weird.
I think somebody is fucking with the cars, dude.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there, Nate. What cabin were we told what cabin the family were at?
You never asked. They're in the campground. The campground's not that big.
Let's go to the reception and have a word with Mr. Hunk.
Okay. So you head over to the office. It's not that far from where you guys already are. And he is in the office towards the back. Do a spot hidden for me.
84.
51 fell.
Okay. He sees you come in the door, and he comes out of the office, and he says, "Gentlemen, more body parts on the beach? What's up?"
Buddy, it seems like someone's been interfering with our cars.
Interfering with your cars?
Car. Yeah, I we had a bit of trouble on the way in. It was overheating, but I popped the hood, and there's parts missing. It could only have happened overnight. And I noticed that the family that came here this morning, they've got an oil leak as well. What?
I have no idea. I mean, we're kind of remote.
While I'm chatting to him, I'm looking at his hands. Is there any like oil or grease?
Do
telltale signs.
Yeah, do a spot hidden.
Any bonus because he's looking?
That's why it's spot hidden.
90. That's a fail.
No, you don't see anything like that. I mean, he definitely looks like he's been doing some work today around the place, at least before you guys found a hand. He says, I don't know what to say. I mean, I could call the sheriff again, but he's going to be really pissed off.
Well, how about a mechanic? Is there one nearby?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not nearby. I can call a mechanic in a town that's like 20 miles away. But I mean, I can see if they'll come out and take a look.
Well, we're here for the weekend, so I'm sure he'll be able to get here, and by the time we leave.
That's true.
Tom,
you guys don't know how to fix cars or anything? I thought all you young men.
I know how to fix cars, but I need parts, and obviously you don't sell parts here, so we're going to need someone to come in with some parts. I could spend a few hours on the car and find out what is exactly wrong, but we're on vacation.
Right. And where'd you guys come from? You guys, you're college students, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
What are you both studying?
Language.
Linguist,
yeah.
You speak multiple languages?
Arabic, Hebrew, English.
Oh, that's interesting.
Art, but what's the relevance?
None really. Just making conversation.
Well, the conversation we need to have is with the mechanic. No offense.
Well, I mean, we'll call. I'll see as soon as he can get out here. You guys are in 3 or 4. I'm going to bring over a case of beer tonight. I'll give you an update.
Well, if you got the beer now, we'll take it now as we're here.
I'll have to go over and get it at the clubhouse, but no, I'll bring it over. I want to apologize to everybody.
Wait, the beer's at the clubhouse?
Yeah, it's in the cellar.
Oh.
All right, well, just kind of sucks, dude. And I just walk out.
Well, if you can get a mechanic to come over before we leave Monday morning.
Yeah, we'll I'm sure we can do that. All right.
Is he telling the truth? Is he trying to pull one over?
Do a psychology roll on him?
Well, I'll give it a go. Failed.
Failed. I like that. He seems a little annoyed. I mean, you've done nothing but bother him since you guys have gotten here on your vacation. So
we've had nothing but grief since we've been here.
Off season.
Yeah, if it's not too much trouble, that is.
You can't expect to stay at the Ritz in the off season. All right. So you guys are gonna leave?
Yeah, I'm already outside. I'm
getting
ticked off.
All right. So can we assume now you guys are all up in the same place?
Just one thing on the walk back, Nate. Mm-hmm. Remind me to bring my deodorant with me next time we go to speak to him. Give him a gift.
Yeah, we got to remember to bring something else later too. Some protection.
Yeah.
All right.
We got that to look forward to.
Okay. So you all end up back in the picnic area. You still have hamburgers and stuff to eat.
I'm sort of nibbling on a burger, but I'm kind of relaying to everybody else what we saw in cabin 8.
We'll assume you guys go over with you.
Chad, I thought you were watching him.
No, I nearly had a fight.
Oh.
Wait. What do you mean?
Dude, with Darren? Derek?
No, there's some guy and he's got a couple of kids and they started talking to me and he called me a pedo.
Was that the family that arrived this morning?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really take much notice of them, to be honest.
I wouldn't worry about him overly much.
I didn't know I was meant to
Crazy
look after the other guy.
What is?
Yeah.
Where is he?
I don't know.
He wandered.
But easy.
He wandered off while we were trying to investigate cabin 8. We asked you to look after him while we did that.
I didn't hear
That
that.
guy has a wife. We went into the cabin. There was no women's
So
things.
I asked Dylan about that, and apparently the guy actually came in alone. He was saying, came like a week ago, and like he was just acting weird the entire time. That's
I'm glad I wasn't with him in.
That tracks with what we found in the cabin. Actually, I sort of say, rubbing at the back of my neck a little bit. When I was in there, it was the weirdest thing. It was like he could have been any of us. Just arrived, unpacked, maybe had a night in bed, and then it was like he just had a complete mental break. Like food was unopened, the toilet hadn't been flushed in days. It was a complete mess in there. Like he had a complete mental meltdown.
I mean, people do that sometimes, It's unfortunate when it happens, but mental illness just rears its ugly head sometimes. And
someone's definitely fucking with us because.
How's the car, Phil? Did you get a chance to look at it?
Yeah, someone's been taking some parts out of the engine. Someone's fucking with us.
Oh, you're kidding me.
What?
So it was overheating on the way up here. I thought I could be able to fix that, but
yeah, I remember that.
Looked under the hood and there's bits missing. And the family that arrived this morning?
Right.
There's oil leaking from their
what?
car as well.
So someone's messing with cars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we think we can replace anything wrong with our car with their car?
If we absolutely have to, probably, but only if the models are similar enough. But
because I'm getting weird feelings from this place. Like I was talking to Dylan, and he was asking me if I have family. It's like the thing you ask someone before you cut their head off.
Like,
yeah,
that's a little silly.
We were getting the same vibe.
It was creepy. It was like he's like, "Oh, do you have family? Are you here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know," because I was heterosexual, so I don't know if he's just really socially awkward and he was hitting on me, but yeah.
I mean, maybe he heard you guys calling him Mr. Feet and was a little offended by that.
Wait, he asked you if you were heterosexual.
And he was giving me looks. I don't know.
It's an odd way to flirt with someone.
That's
seductive or just creepy, but
seductive. I mean, that's not how I flirt with people.
We were getting the same vibe when we just came back, saw him.
Well, perhaps
he seems more interested in what we did and where we came from rather than trying to help us.
Really?
So I think we should all stay very far away from him, all of us.
I think we should just try to fix the car and
we're gonna need parts, Sally. We're gonna need parts.
I hate to say this, but if we can get the car fixed, are you okay with eating the cost of us leaving early? Because I'm not liking this.
I'll pitch in some money, Phil, to pay you back or something. But
I
agree.
This is car. Weird. I'm decent with
well, if I had the parts, I'd be able to fix the car. But
sure.
I'm gonna need at least bits.
Keeper, just
relevant bits.
Quick question: what model of car did the other family have? The one that's leaking oil?
Is it
do a luck
with
roll for me?
Is that a group luck?
No, just her.
Dang it! I just failed.
Okay, it's a different model.
Incompatible.
The parts are probably not compatible. I mean, they probably have the same kind of parts, but they just don't fit in each other's.
Did you ask him to call a mechanic?
He said he was going to call a mechanic.
Although he said he was acting creepy.
He said he would try to call the mechanic, I think. I don't know.
Do we have like Nokia brick phones? I know it's like 2002.
That's what I was thinking before.
Right.
So any service around
you
here?
Have phones. There's no service.
No. Figures.
Of course not.
Or at least we get a free crate of beer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should just try to enjoy the time.
I don't know. Are you guys entirely sure we should trust anything they give us now? If they're fucking with our cars.
I mean, we don't know.
Well, someone's fucking with the cars for sure.
Yeah, it could be just like that crazy guy that tried to fight Chaz. You know, maybe it's that guy.
But then why? I mean,
that is his.
Chaz,
car.
you said the family. What cabin were they in?
I can't remember what number was it, Tom?
12.
Number 12.
I mean, I feel I should tell them about their car.
Nah, don't do that.
Are you sure?
He's in a really bad mood, man.
How bad?
I know, she seemed all right. The kid seemed all right, but he just looked like he was trying to pick a fight with the world.
Well, I'd like to see him try it out with me.
Well, I said to him to come on and try.
Of course, Phil. Anyone trying to pick a fight with you is very incredibly stupid.
Just an old man.
A few of us could go there, just to, diffuse the situation completely.
Or beat the crap out of him.
I mean, do we want to bother though? I mean, if this guy's giving Chaz shit, who cares?
Yeah, but the kids and the wife. Come on, Allie.
That's true. You're right.
See how he goes. If he carries on like it, we deal with him.
What if there's going to be another party in the clubhouse tonight?
Maybe, but do we want to be here tonight?
Well, and where are all the people staying? I mean, there was a lot of people, but at least we haven't seen it now.
That is true.
Do I remember a downstairs in the clubhouse or a cellar door or anything like that?
Well, you didn't do the entire building, but there could have been one over by the kitchenette that you just didn't notice.
Right.
As far as we know, the place is empty, right?
Which place?
The clubhouse.
Yeah, the lady janitor.
Yeah, except for that cleaning. I'm sure she's probably gone by now. It's been a few hours, but.
Well, she's going to need a lot more than a few hours to clean the toilets. That's for sure.
Oh well,
Not
public
bad.
restrooms.
So
let's have a drink.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry. Let's all have a drink, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. Let's have a couple drinks.
I thought that's what we were doing.
So, where are you going to have a couple of drinks?
Picnic area?
Yeah.
That same picnic place. I mean, that's kind of where we had set up originally.
Okay. All right. So you go back out to the picnic area. It's afternoon now. It's warm. It's pleasant. There's a light breeze blowing off the lake. The food tastes good. The beer tastes nice. I'd like you all to do spot hidden's.
Nope.
Nope. Fail.
Regular.
Okay.
Fail.
So we just get one pass? Phil?
Yeah, and that was on the button 60 out of 60.
Phil, as your afternoon progresses, as you guys are sitting there, Phil, just sort of out of the corner of your eye, down over there, in amongst the cabins, you see Mrs. Hatton, the cleaning lady, and she seems to be going into some of the empty cabins, and she's in there for a while, and then she comes out, and she's obviously, these are the empty ones that she's cleaning. But there is one in particular. You're thinking maybe it's 9 that she goes into for a while, and she comes out with a lot of trash, and you see her carry it out of sight, probably to a dumpster somewhere. She does that a couple times to that one place. But you haven't seen anybody in that cabin. At least not. Maybe it's dirty from before.
9. Isn't that the guy's the crazy
I think
guy?
he's an 8, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's 8.
Yeah, 8.
That's on the other side of the plate.
Right. No, 9's there. Okay.
But you do see her spending a lot of time in that one cabin. And then after she's done and she's getting ready to like maybe move to the next cabin or move to one of the other cabins, you see her come out of 9 with something in her hand that looks like a journal. And after she sort of straightens herself up, she takes the path and heads up towards the where the Marises are staying. And she goes out of sight, but that's the only place that's up there. So you see her going there with whatever it is. It's like a journal. And that's all that you really see. And other than that, nothing really happens while you guys are.
I wonder why.
Guys, did you see anyone? If anyone's staying at cabin number 9?
No, nothing.
No, because no.
Because I just saw
8
the
and
cleaning
12
lady.
in us, right?
Pardon?
Just 8 and 12 in us.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So,
Yeah.
The cleaning lady was spending a lot of time. Just noticed her coming out. She was carrying a book of some kind of book.
Book?
You know what? Something the cleaning lady said was weird. She mentioned she's been here for like 20 odd years, and the Marises have been around all this time.
They're pretty young looking.
Yeah.
Well, and the map still says Fishburne. I know they said they haven't had time to update it, but you figure in 20 years they would actually.
And didn't you say that the Marises' parents owned this place? So they didn't change it either in their time. It wouldn't have been Fishburne either, I'd assume.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
that is
the cleaning lady just got me thinking.
Yeah.
That is odd.
Anyone want to go take a poke around cabin 9?
I mean, it's
my
been
beer.
cleaned
My
out,
beer's done.
But yeah, I might as well. It's been cleaned out. Maybe she missed something.
There, you guys recall that you think that there was a big trash bin out near the parking lot.
Was she heading there with the book?
No, she was heading to the Marises' house with the book.
But all the trash.
The trash she had in bags. Looked like pretty full bags too.
I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but Nate.
What else are we doing? There's nothing else to do around here. Let's do it.
I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but good idea, Nate.
What's the worst that could happen?
Shocking.
I don't know, like tetanus from getting cut by something.
Maybe
we can let Nate do it right now.
Maybe we'll find the rest of the body.
What body?
Oh, the hand.
Oh, you think the hand was? Ooh.
Did it look like it had been in water?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, it was definitely rotted.
Okay.
It could have washed up, but
also the tide, it's probably going to get washed with. I mean, the sand itself is wet.
Okay.
So,
I mean, we can just play it off as if we want to grab something out of the car and then check the trash. I don't know.
I mean, I know I'm the one that said I'm creeped out, but are we like just feeding paranoia now, or are we just like bored?
I don't know. Something
like,
just seems.
You're talking about digging through like a dumpster at a place like this, which if the toilets need cleaning, who knows how bad everything in that dumpster. I mean,
I know it sounds ridiculous. I know, but something is nagging at me, and I need to know what it is.
Well, if someone's been taking parts out of the car, maybe they put them in a dumpster.
Yeah.
It's a long shot, but
I say we go
check it out.
What else
We're
are we going to
bored.
do anyway?
Some of us are stoned, and we're kind of like the Scooby Gang. So let's have an adventure.
There's nothing else to do.
Are you Scooby or Shaggy, Nate?
Shaggy?
They're all Shaggy.
I thought Chaz was Shaggy.
Well, Scooby and
I guess
Shaggy.
that makes you Scooby.
Scooby and Shaggy were both stoners anyway.
All right.
Come on, then, gang. Let's
So
go see
you
what's
all-
in the dumpster.
Jinkies!
You're all heading out to the parking lot then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you get out there, and those of you who weren't out there earlier, you do see the oil leak. it's pretty substantial. You think they've probably lost most of the oil in their car.
What about the third car? Because there was 3 vehicles, ours, theirs, and another one.
That just seems to be sitting there.
There's no oil leak underneath. What do the plates say? What state? Local or out of state?
Indiana. I don't know.
Out of state.
Right. I tell you, it's irrelevant to the story.
Okay. I was thinking it might be the Maris's car. So it could be like, okay.
So maybe that's the family. This is us, and that might be the weird dude.
Sure.
From 8, yeah.
Sure.
All right. You go over. You look. You can see that in amongst the trees, kind of hidden a bit from view, is a large dumpster. And the dumpsters, you can see that it can be pushed into the parking lot so that a trash thing can dump it occasionally. It smells. It smells like, you know how old vegetables sometimes smell. It's not really strong.
Food waste.
Right. It's not really strong, but it's there. And there are a number of large black plastic bags that have been tossed into there quite recently. They look fresh. They're tied up.
They must be the ones from cabin 9.
Going in, guys.
I'll keep a lookout to see if anyone's.
I'll take lookout too. I'm not getting in there.
I'm terrible with lookout. I might just be looking in the bags.
Can I reach them without getting into the dumpster?
Yeah, you have to kind of grab a hold of the edge of the dumpster and lift yourself up a little and reach down. But yeah, you don't have to get into the dumpster itself.
Okay, so we open a bag. What do we see?
Okay, the first bag you open, there seem to be clothing, men's clothing. It's not. I mean, it's been wrinkled and it's been thrown into a dumpster, but it doesn't look like it was in that kind of a state. It looks like it was kind of good clothes, you know.
I pull a random article, hold it up. This looks.
It's a decent shirt.
Fine.
Does it look like a young man's shirt or like older?
I mean, it looks like somebody with some taste in clothes. You do find a suit in there as well that's just been jammed into the bag and thrown out.
I pull out the jacket. Guys, I don't know if you own any of these. These are not cheap. You would not throw this away.
Check the pockets, Joe.
Down the clothes to see if there's anything in the clothing.
You don't find anything in the clothes, but there's also what looks like a packing material. Like old newspapers that have been crumpled up like they were used for packing something.
How old were the newspapers?
You're going to look at the newspapers. You start to look at the newspapers, and they're from various dates. Some of them go back. It looks like they're old newspapers. Some of them go back 10 years. Some of them are modern. And you notice that they all have to do with missing people. It's a collection, but they've all been crumpled up and thrown in the trash. But they all seem to indicate that people in this part of the state have been going missing for years.
Are they
any names?
Or are they clippings?
They are all clippings. But your first impression was they were all crumpled up, so you thought they were just like packing material.
Can I open a second bag? I have an idea, but I sort of want to see if I might be right.
Well, it's what you find. You find clothing, which looks like it belongs to somebody, and you find more clippings, dozens of clippings.
Guys, I pull out some of the clips. Is it me, or do we think the person in 9 might have been investigating all these disappearances? If I pull out more of the clips and start comparing them, like what is there a commonality here? Like, is it mostly just like this area, this campground? Like, where are they going missing?
Let's take this back to the cabin. Let's not get caught out here, just in case.
Yeah, eventually that guy's gonna come looking for us with his beer.
Yeah, do we see anyone sort of, eyeing us? Or...
No. Yeah, you're out here. The camp's it's only got a few people in it, so nobody notices.
So if I can suggest we take the newspaper, leave the clothes, put them back in the bag so that it doesn't look like, something's really missing.
Is there any name tags on the clothes?
There's not.
But it looks like it's all men's stuff?
Yes.
Is there shoes also, or just clothing?
Yeah, there's a couple of pairs of shoes. They're nice shoes.
Same size?
Yes, both of them.
Decent soles?
Yep. Not brand new, but definitely
not
well cared for. Right.
You wouldn't. As soon as I see the shoes, I shake my head. You wouldn't throw these out.
No.
Are these the kind of clothes that like a plainclothes detective would wear, like a federal agent or something like that?
It's not. No, they're not that formal.
Okay.
But I mean, you say a plainclothes detective would wear men's clothes.
Yeah, plainclothes. Yeah.
So
I mean, I did find a suit in there. How nice of a suit was it?
It's a nice suit. I mean, it's not the kind that you'd go to a wedding in, but it's definitely a business suit. A work suit.
Tailored.
My hair's standing up, guys.
Yeah, were the sleeves tailored at all? Did it was it cared for?
Yeah, I would say that it's probably an expensive suit. A few $100s. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a
no wallet or anything like that in the clothes.
No, you don't find any wallet or anything.
Yeah, we need to take this and get out of here.
Is there anything else in the dumpster?
Garbage.
Just garbage.
Yeah.
Right, regular garbage.
All right. I beat feet with what I can get back to the cabin, and as soon as we get in there, I close the door and start laying clips on the floor.
Okay.
So in our SUV, do we have like tire irons, anything that might be?
Sure.
Okay. So I'll take one or two of those just to,
Some of us check out.
Yeah.
Some of us check out cabin number 9.
I don't want to go alone, but I'll go.
Okay. Cabin number 9 is directly across from the cabin that the family is in. So when you go over there, the cabin is spotless. It's been cleaned by the cleaning lady. You hear family noises. Okay. Pretty much the same. You hear kids making noise, and you hear the father telling him to pipe down, and the wife trying to placate them. But the man definitely seems like an asshole, even to his family.
Mm-hmm. But nothing else in the cabin?
No.
Okay.
There's
I don't know what.
You're right,
Chaz.
spider
That
webs
dude's
or
a
anything like that.
dick. I hear him screaming at his kids from the other cabin.
You could see also from on their car, the one with the oil leak, that they're from out of state. In fact, they're quite a ways out of state.
Okay.
Back in the cabin, as I'm searching out all these clippings,
Mm-hmm.
Does it appear that like everyone that's gone missing seems to have last been seen in this campground or in the vicinity at least?
Well, there's nothing saying anything about this direct area, but all within this corner of the state. So within this county somewhere.
Okay. Just to clarify, are we from out of state?
Depends on how far you came. I don't know where you came from.
We never really mentioned that, so.
You're from south of here, so.
Okay.
Wherever.
So probably at least Ohio, if not
that
more
sounds
south
good.
than that. Okay.
University of Ohio.
Or there's OU and then there's OSU. Those are the two real big ones.
Right.
So I go over to my bunk and I take my my athletic bag out and I unzip it and I pull out my foil and then I just stick it back in with the zipper unzipped.
Okay.
Take that with you everywhere, Nate.
Oh, it's on my sheet.
I'm giving you a hard time.
That's an odd thing to say.
Just to practice. I figured we might get bored up here.
So, Jojo, as you're looking at these pieces, there seems to be a correlation that somewhere in this area, that could be 100 miles in all directions from this area, that there seem to be too many people that have gone missing. And the one name that keeps coming up multiple times in the articles is Sheriff Sam Smithy. But then he is the sheriff.
But
so
is there a timing? Like, are they missing at random times? Like, do we see a pattern?
Yeah, they seem to be kind of all over the place. They don't seem to be the same type of person or the same, in one case, it's a family that went missing, in another. And the only explanation that's sort of given in the texts is that people go missing all the time in the woods. They get lost. They get out there and they hurt themselves, and then they're unable to get back. And it's statistically not that unusual that these people have gone missing.
But how many clips do I have?
At least a dozen.
What's the connection with the sheriff?
The sheriff is the sheriff of the area. So you can see that the oldest clips, he was just a deputy, and then he was promoted at some point and became higher up, and then eventually sheriff.
I sort of, as soon as I get everybody in here, I'm like, guys, there's like a dozen of these, and the only commonality here is that they're all investigated by our current sheriff, either as a deputy or as the sheriff, but which would not normally be an odd thing, but as far as I can tell, none of these were solved, and it's over a dozen.
And Phil, you said he was pretty nonchalant about a hand on the beach.
Well, he definitely wasn't a city cop, that's for sure.
Which also begs the question, why is the sheriff of a small town part of all of these 100-mile radius missing persons cases?
Do an intelligence roll.
Just her?
Well, she's asking the question.
Okay.
Yes, that is at least a hard success. Yeah, it's a hard success.
The fact that he's a sheriff as opposed to a city policeman, he probably covers a large portion of the county. The population out here isn't that high, so they don't need anything more than a sheriff and maybe a deputy or two.
He's not very good at his job. Is it an elected position, sheriff?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I think it depends on the state and county.
Yeah.
The fact that he's been promoted
I mean,
all the way is that
considering he's not very good at his job.
He could be the only one in the
that's true.
Around.
That is true. Or
it's also possible that what his explanation is true, and that people go missing. How the hell are you supposed to find them?
Yeah.
Unless you walk through the woods every day.
Yeah.
From those articles, does it say were they locals that disappeared, or was all people from out? It was all out of towners.
Everyone that went missing has been out of town. In some cases, they're from way out of state.
They've all been on vacation.
They were asking you guys a lot of questions too, like, are you from around here? Do you have family?
What we study.
I
don't know how that's relevant, honestly, but
which is even weirder. Maybe they have like a weird kink thing before they kill you. I don't know.
I mean, okay, I sort of rub at my face like I'm trying to make this make sense, and it's not really happening. So we have missing people, the remains, or at least the personal effects of what we think might be a detective, parties that end with no explanation, people that we seem to perceive differently, maybe, and then, I don't know, those damn ducks that just decide to be like, feed me, feed me, feed me.
And that's just ducks that people.
Yeah, let's not bring the ducks into this. I mean, not the ducks.
Well, and then, if they know people in the campgrounds will feed them, then they'll come up to people and bother them.
But okay.
What are your plans for this evening then? Now you've got those newspaper things.
Well, I was going to say, the cleaning lady did bring out a book, and she went straight to the house with the book.
That's true.
Now, Nate's got a date tonight with Miss
Cordelia.
What's her face?
Well,
Cordelia.
very well, Nate. Are you taking one for the team to get the journal?
I don't know if I want to go now.
Don't take this the wrong way, Jojo, but I was invited as well.
Oh, really?
But I'm more interested in getting a book, hon. So if Nate,
of course, it's just another party. What else is new? I mean, this is nothing.
Joe, come on. Let me finish.
It's safer for Nate too if both of them go.
For sure.
If we think these people are crazy.
Okay.
Nate can keep her occupied, and I can do a little bit of sneaking around and maybe find the book.
Just please, I'm sorry, but this is a major hit to my ego if you suddenly start panting after her, okay?
Oh, so now you're interested? Yeah, I'm getting mixed messages now. Do you want to be with me, or do you not want to be with me?
Is this even relevant right now?
Well, it is to me.
It's interesting.
It's
you know what?
It's going on 6:30, and there is a knock on your door.
Go.
Don't drink the beer. I don't think we should be drinking anything they bring us.
I sit on my bed and I push the bag to the back of the wall.
I walk to open the door once they settle in. Yeah.
Okay, you open up the door, and Dylan is standing there with a case of beer.
Oh, and I cleared out the articles before he got here.
Here's the beer that I brought you. Can I bring it in?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Any news on the mechanic?
Mechanic says he should be here in the morning.
Oh, that's good stuff. Great.
Cool.
So Rydell kind of stands between him and the door in the room, sort of like, oh, hey, I'll take it from here, sort of thing. Not really letting him get.
I mean, I can carry it. It's
I'm good. I'm good.
at all.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that beer. We got a couple of the guys from the football team coming up later, too.
You got some more coming up, huh?
There's like 4 or 5 guys coming up.
Well, I thought you...
we were going to see you and give you a couple extra bucks for another cabin.
Yeah, well, that's not a problem. I thought you were going to... my sister.
She told you?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well,
I mean, look, we're all adults, right?
Yeah, I didn't say I was doing the football team. I said there's some guys are coming up. I didn't say I wasn't going to hang out with your sister.
Yeah, but I mean, she told me.
Yeah, I was telling you so we could when they come up, we could book them in. That's all.
That's not a problem. We've got empty cabins.
That's what I told them.
So, yeah, I mean, I assume that you guys are going to go have some fun.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't want to. I don't want to be like a third wheel or anything, but I kind of want to.
Of course not.
I mean, I could hang out here with you guys.
As much as I think that would be lovely, we are expecting some more people, and it would just be a little bit awkward. I'm sure you understand. Yes.
And standing behind him so he can't see me, I go like that to Jojo. Like,
I mean,
see, man.
We'd love to have you.
Hang out?
We'd love to have you, Derek. Of course. Dylan, sorry.
All
Dylan.
right. Dylan, yes.
All right. Cool.
I sort of very sort of.
So Rydell sort of
out
looks
of
at Allie and go, Allie, are you sure about this? I mean, I think we are trying to pack up, and we have a busy day tomorrow. We don't want to keep Dylan,
I mean, I don't want to be in the way. I mean, you guys seem pretty cool.
No, hang out. I'm gonna go hang out with your sister. Hang out with them for a couple hours.
we still make dinner, have some drinks, maybe have a little bit of extra fun. Who knows?
Sounds cool.
I sort of give my most like charming smile and might maybe bat my eyes a couple times.
Jojo, when you do that in your nervousness, this look comes over his face that's like devastatingly good looking. Like he just sent you super signals. Like, really? No. And it doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. It was like just the right amount of sexy.
I can't help myself. Giggle, hair twirl,
He's definitely flirting, and he's flirting with Allie too. Kind of knowing glances back and forth between you. So let's crack open the beer, and maybe you got something else.
Chaz, I believe you might have some extras.
Think what I can find.
And Nate and Phil, if you want to go have some fun, you don't have to wait for 8:00. I don't know why she said 8:00.
Now, is he sitting in a certain way where I could be behind him? I'm not going to do something.
Well, he's still standing. He has.
Come in, have a seat. Yeah. My plan is this: I wanted to grab a couple of the beers, get some tube stocks, stick a beer or two in the socks, and put it under the bed with one of the two girls seeing that I'm leaving it there.
I see.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
All right.
But Dylan, what about your folks? Aren't they going to be at the house?
My folks are dead.
Oh, I thought
so
you had
sorry.
a family living there.
Oh, no.
It's just you and your sister, yeah?
Just me and my sister. And we actually inherited this from my uncle, not my sister, not my family.
Cool.
Oh, your uncle.
Yeah, he passed away a number of years ago.
Oh, I see. Because we were talking to what was her name? Corinne. Yeah, and I think she mentioned it was, your mother or something like that.
Is it
you inherited from? Yeah.
Well, she got it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Of course. That's just sometimes people. It's if you've been here so long enough, sometimes things tend to blur.
Of course. And he gives a smile on his face when he's looking to the ladies. How about you other guys? What are you up to tonight? You're hanging with us, or?
I gotta lay down a little while. I'm a bit tired.
Oh, I'll be here with Allie, of course.
Allie's your girlfriend?
Allie is my girlfriend. Allie?
Yes.
There is definitely a looking more at JoJo then at this point. Since
I sort of when he isn't looking, I kind of flash a look at Chaz, like
I was looking
If they still look while all this is happening, it's like, guys, really? Like feet man? Sort of look.
So I guess. Oh.
I'm sorry, what was that, Nate?
I didn't say so. I guess I'll or we'll go up and hang out with your sister.
Yeah, go have fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Have some fun. Not too much.
I'm gonna lay down rather than play gooseberry.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, Joe.
There isn't very much you wouldn't do, Phil.
All right. So Phil and Nate are leaving.
I grab my bag.
Okay.
Just walk out with it. Don't.
All right. So you are heading up the path towards what gets across the camp towards the house, and as you are, it comes into view. You can see that it's nicely lit up. Looks very welcoming.
You mean the house?
The house, right? And as you get, maybe within 100 feet of the house, Cordelia steps out onto the front porch, and she's dressed in very sexy negligee. She's like, "Why, boys, you've arrived. Why don't you come inside?"
I turn around, and I'm like, "This is," and I turn back.
All right.
As soon as we're in the house, I'm trying to keep my eyes off of her, and I'm looking for this book.
Okay.
That's the objective. Got to keep it out of my pants.
When you step into the house, we'll describe the house. There are two stories. When you step in, it's a living room, and it seems a little rundown. It doesn't look like they're particularly neat. So there's, things here and there. There's magazines, there's newspapers and stuff just lying around. And but she is very alluring. Phil, you are trying to look around and see if you see a journal or something like that. Do a spot hidden for me.
Come on, babies. 5%. Extreme.
Okay. You think that did you see the book when who saw
I was the one that saw the cleaner take the book out. You think there's
a book over there on a desk that might be the book. But as you are seeing that, Cordelia is like, "So Nate, are we going to do this?"
Yeah.
Together or one at a time?
I look at Nate. Can I use the bathroom? You guys go ahead. Start without me.
She points over to the bathroom, and she takes Nate by the hand and heads upstairs.
Okay, I go to the bathroom. I listen at the door.
Okay, you can hear the ceiling creaking above you as they're walking across the floor.
Okay, before the creaking starts getting a bit more rhythmic,
the bathroom. The bathroom in this house is worse than the one in the thing. You look around and you can see places in the corner of the bathroom, where there is mold growing, like maybe black mold even. Serious wet rot to this house.
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
When I hear them above me, I'm going to head for that book.
All right. So you're heading for the book. Nate, just to be clear, is what's happening what I think is happening upstairs?
I'm 21 years old.
You can do whatever you want. She insists that you do not use protection.
No, that no.
Yeah, she doesn't want you to use protection. And she's very, you can do a power roll. If you want to overcome.
Actually passed that, dude. 49 out of 55.
Oh, you passed it.
Yeah.
Okay. So she seems to be very interested in getting you to not use protection. And it seems to be very important to her. And as she's very insistent, she's a beautiful woman, when she removes her negligee and everything. But the more she seems insistent on that, the more you start to notice things. Maybe the girls were a little right. She's not quite as attractive as she was when you looked at her before, there's something odd about her eyes, like they're a little, maybe a little sunken in and maybe a little bulgy. You do realize that hair is fake, and you don't see any other hair. She might actually be bald underneath that hair. She looks like she has wrinkles around her neck, odd ones, and her eyes are kind of gray and watery, not pretty like you thought they were. And you begin to realize that there's a smell, and it's not a pleasant smell. It's very like rotten fish smell to her as she is moving towards having her way with you.
Turn the light off, buddy.
Hold on. Let me just get, and I jump off to.
But where are you going? Where are you going?
I just want to, and then as soon as I'm up, I buck naked with socks. I grab my bag and I start running down the.
Okay. All right. So before that happens, Phil, you have this journal, and you have time before that happens.
So it's definitely the book that we're after. It's a journal.
You're pretty sure it is, yeah.
Okay.
It seems to be written by a fellow named Clark Hayden. He's a journalist. And you really, like I say, you only have time to read 2 pages before you hear this commotion from upstairs. And it's not the kind of commotion that you thought it was going to be.
So I've been here a couple of days now, laying low, keeping my eyes open for anything out of the ordinary. I wanted at first to ignore this place, mainly because the sister is pretty, and I find it hard to imagine anything bad coming from her. Her brother, on the other hand, gives me the creeps. Going by my research on this area of Michigan, there are just too many missing person cases to ignore. They want you to believe that people going on vacation in the woods disappear all the time. Sometimes it's a real accident, and sometimes it's murder. Camp Sunny, from what I gather, was inherited by Harold Fishburne and his sister from his father, William, who purchased the property in the 1960s. So everyone local is very familiar with the Fishburne family. I tried to ask around, but no one would say anything bad about them, which means that either they are good people or they have everyone in their pocket. From the reaction of the local sheriff to my inquiries, my guess is he is on their side, so I should probably be careful. Don't know why it is, but something in this camp is giving me the heebie-jeebies. It has obviously seen better days. They don't seem to be too enthusiastic about keeping the grounds in good order. I wouldn't let my kids play in the playground or swim in their filthy pool. Also, I thought I saw something in the woods moving. It unnerved me. I thought it was a creek, but today there was no creek. Had me all freaked out. I'm not generally a superstitious man, but I found myself twirling the ring my grandmother gave me. She said it would protect me from evil, that it was some ancient gypsy magic to ward off the things that go bump in the night. Gonna do a bit of poking around tomorrow and see if this is just all my imagination.
And you hear commotion, and suddenly down the stairs comes naked Nate with his clothes.
Whoa,
and his,
Nate.
And he is hastily running.
What's up, buddy?
And you hear,
let's get out of here. And it's just cold here.
Nate, come back. You hear, Nate.
Bro, she smells like that. Her brother. And I'm going for the door. I'm not even stopping to explain.
I glance up the stairs from where he's come from, glance at Nate.
And Cordelia shows up at the top of the stairs, and she's mostly naked, but she's covered up a little bit, as she comes running down. But she looks lovely. She's like, where did Nate go? Why did he run?
I'll just go and fetch him for you.
Well, I mean, you don't have to go. You could stay. I mean, he ran away. How about you?
So half of me saying I'm tempted, and the other half saying, get the fuck out of there.
You can do a power roll if you want to decide.
25. That's a hard.
All right, you pass, so you can resist.
I'll be right back, miss. Chase after Nate.
You
Nate.
run out chasing after Nate, who's running.
With the book.
All right, back in the room. So Chaz C is laying down, and Dylan is being very flirty with JoJo. So you're not attached to anyone?
Well, I've had a bit of let's just say it's complicated and leave it at that.
You've had boyfriends. I don't mind.
Really? I take it you've had a few assignations yourself?
Oh yeah, from time to time, I suppose. I mean, it's all in good fun, isn't it?
Of course.
You haven't had any kids, have you?
No, of course not.
You're not old enough for that. But you want kids, right?
Eventually, just maybe not right now.
Takes a while, doesn't it? How about you, Allie? You want to have kids?
No kids. I'm a student. I'm in medicine right now. So,
but you're an intelligent young woman. You probably produce beautiful, healthy children.
Well, sure, but I got to finish school first and start my career.
I bet you both really like sex, though, don't you?
Of course. Okay, I'm trying to get a really bad. Okay, let's call this women's intuition. I'm being
and the stuff that you've read.
Yeah, can I
do a power roll?
Yeah,
both of us.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no! I think I'm falling for it.
Just made it. 63 out of 65.
Let me check. I think I failed. I failed.
Yeah, the more Allie, for some reason, I mean, maybe he's a bad boy. He just comes across as sexier and sexier as you're looking at him.
Like a bad boy. Yeah.
But JoJo, you're starting to have second thoughts. He's acting kind of creepy, and
to be honest, he kind of reminds me of Rydell on his creepier days.
Well, and you start to realize that, maybe he's not as attractive as you thought. His eyes also, you thought they were really a pretty color before, but they're kind of empty and watery. And his neck, the guy's neck is almost as thick as his head. And his physique is at best described as flabby. His clothes look like he might have gotten them at an agricultural supply store. And now that you think of it, you do sort of smell the sweaty feet smell.
I glance over his shoulder to where I'm pretty sure I see Rydell, and I give him a look like, oh my God, I almost mouth, you were right.
So Rydell sees that. He walks up to Dylan and Allie and puts his arms around both of them and go, well, Dylan, it seems like we might be having some fun. And he starts looking at Dylan in the creepiest way he can.
Dude, I thought you said you were heterosexual.
I mean, if Allie's interested and you're here,
dude, no,
no,
like
come back here,
I mean,
Dylan,
your sister, your sister.
No,
maybe.
Dylan, hey, I mean, come on. I mean, we're experimenting, we're young. You mentioned you're adventurous. Come on, you okay? I mean, Chaz here too, so.
Look, to be honest, I'm interested in Allie and I like JoJo a lot, but you're a dude.
It sounds like it's something we can work out then, but
do you I mean, I could accept maybe
it'll be me and Chaz.
And well, wait, you and what the hell?
Well, with So I'm just saying, I mean, if you want to have an adventure.
And why is Jojo acting so strange all of a sudden?
I mean,
don't you like
maybe
Jojo?
She's excited too. I mean, if you want an adventure, my friend.
I certainly am, but of course, this is quite a bit of
Wait, I thought
it's quite the sampler platter, and I can't exactly decide which.
Unbelievable.
We're just having some fun, Dylan.
No. Excuse me. I guess we're going to have to do this the hard way. And he goes to the front door and starts to open it. You guys want to do anything?
I might be diving for that.
Dylan, where are you going?
Beer can in the sock under the bed.
I'm like following after Dylan.
The moment he changes tone was stopping him. Yeah.
Nate and Phil, are you running back to the cabin?
Yeah.
All right. So as
Nate,
you guys,
what happened? What happened?
Well, wait, hold on. You guys are coming down the pathway towards the cabin as you see Dylan stepping out onto the porch. People inside the cabin, did you want to do something to Dylan?
I was like reaching out like longingly though. Like, wait, Dylan, we could have a good time.
I glance over at Raydell because actually my strength isn't terrible, but who has better? Actually, between Chaz or Raydell, who has better chance to smack him with this thing?
Well, you don't know that. That's.
I mean, I wasn't at the moment he like changed from subjective voice to cold voice. I'm like, yeah, this is not good. So I'm stopping him when he says we have to do it the hard way.
How are you going to stop him?
So as he turns around to walk out, I'm going to wrap my arms around his neck and just like try to choke him and hold him back.
What the fuck? Like this. Guys, you're coming. You see him struggling with Raydell wrapped around his neck. What do you guys do?
I see him struggling with Raydell.
Raydell seems to be attacking him.
If I see that, I would run in and pop him.
Did you put your pants on yet?
No, I'm still.
You're still naked?
Dude. I'm still naked.
All right. You guys are running. This is happening in front of you. There seems to be some sort of attack going on, but it looks more like Raydell's attacking the guy. Maybe he did something. And he's like,
"That's what I figured."
He's like, "Get the fuck off of me!" And then suddenly he yells, "Tank! Tank! I need you, Tank!"
Uh-oh.
What do you guys do?
I definitely am grabbing for that sock with the beer can.
Does he still seem alluring to me, or am I seeing through the facade at this point?
Wait, I want to hear Nate say that he pulls out his fencing weapon and he's buck naked. So where did you have that fencing Nate?
I told you I had the bag. I've been picking up and running with the bag.
You've got the bag.
As long as he's not dual wielding, we're fine.
All right, you guys are all on the defensive. You guys are swinging stuff at him and stuff. And let's Raydell do a grapple, and we'll see if he can throw you off. Oh, he got a 19. See how you do.
Yeah, no good. I got 22.
He manages to throw you off, and he sort of throws you off in the direction of the others so that he can get away, but he doesn't go far. He only goes maybe 5 or 6 feet. Nathan's pulled out his fencing tool, his rapier, and the guy turns sideways and he's like, "Tank, Tank, I need you," like this. And all of a sudden, there's something that's coming out of the forest. A living river would almost be exactly, it looks like water is suddenly pouring out of the woods and into the pathway and moving towards you. This thing is the size of one of your cabins. And you can see that it has eyes and mouths and tentacles all over it. Do a spot hidden. I mean, sanity roll.
Sanity.
That's a big old fail.
Wait.
Pass.
Would this only be for everybody who's outside? Because I haven't left the cabin yet.
I think you've all at least stepped out onto the porch.
Okay.
Because you've pushed him out into the path.
23 out of 69. Oh, sorry, 23 out of 65. Pass.
Okay. If you pass, take a 1d4. If you fail, do a 1d8.
Oh.
2.
Only
Could be
3.
worse.
6.
3.
3.
Ooh, 6.
Yeah, 3.
So anybody, Rydell got over 5, got 6. Rydell, do an intelligence roll.
Oh, geez. I got almost a heart.
So you passed.
That's 26
bad.
out of 90.
You don't want to pass that roll. There's something in this thing, this living blob of goo with eyes and tentacles that defies the laws of physics, and you completely freak out. Do a 1d8. Can't even read that anymore.
This isn't right. That can't be real. I got 2.
I'm trying to read what's on my wall. You begin screaming at the top of your lungs, and you flee in panic. 1d10.
Physics doesn't work this way. Physics doesn't work this way.
1d10 is for how many rounds did you run?
Okay.
So he screams and runs. The rest of you are confronted. This thing moves forward, and it even splits in half, and half of it on either side of Dylan. And you see him just sort of look up indifferently, and he goes, "Fetch," and he points at the girls. What do you guys do?
Run.
Run.
Yep.
I take it this wakes me up, all this noise.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've woken up if you were ever asleep. You're okay. We'll say you're still in the cabin though.
I say I'll work my way outside by now to find out what it was going.
All I can really do is scream like, "Giant fucking river monster, run!"
I would like Allie and Jojo. You're running probably as fast as you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do a dex roll as you're running.
Oh no, that's an 89. No.
Hard.
Okay. Allie, somewhere between here and the playground, you trip and fall. And as you do, you feel something almost like jello that it seems to flow over you, and it's a big weight, like you're being pressed down into the ground. But then it scoops itself underneath your body, and it lifts you up, and you find yourself moving rapidly. You can see Jojo running through the playground in the distance, but you are kind of in a bubble of goo. You're trapped inside.
Can I breathe? Is it like I'm in water?
Well, no, it's like you're in air, like
Okay.
you're in a bubble inside of it. Nate and Phil and Chaz at this point, and Rydell. Oh, Rydell's already running for his life. Nate and Phil and Chaz, what do you guys do? You said you're running?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Nate are running. Well, we were running towards the cabin, weren't we? See this thing, I skid to a halt, and I'm now looking for a branch or something I can use as a weapon.
Okay. Do a luck roll. See if you find a branch.
49. That's a pass.
Okay. You find a branch. You find a fairly decent sized branch. And you see this thing thunder past you. It seems to have grown flabby, clearish looking sort of thunder legs. And it's galloping almost like a rhinoceros. It thunders past you. and reforms. You see it sweep over the top of Allie, and she's just suddenly pulled into it. And you see it's chasing after Jojo, and it goes by. And Dylan's there where he was standing, and he's like, "Why do you always have to do it the hard way?" What you guys want to do? You guys are scattering?
Yeah, I'm legging it out.
All right. You can all do dex rolls. If you, and that just means that you're gonna, if you fail, you fall.
32 out of 70.
I fail.
Jojo, you are running. You jump over the little hedge. You're running through the playground. There's a lot of lousy children's playground stuff in here. Do a dex roll to see if you accidentally collide with something.
32 out of 70. That is still a hard success.
Okay. You manage to leap past the roundabout and past the slide and get to the other hedge, and you're running down through the other cabins where the family is. And you can hear them inside. You hear the man say, "What the hell's going on outside?" Because he hears you guys screaming and everything else.
I yell through their door, "Giant fucking river monster. If you want to get out of here alive, run now." And then I keep going.
What that sounds like is, "Hey, what's that? The fucking..." All right. Eventually, I'll just pull it to this. Eventually, Jojo, you're exhausted and you can't run anymore. This thing is never exhausted. And it catches up to you. And in extreme horror, you fall back and it wraps itself around you. And you suddenly find yourself in a bubble next to Allie. You can sort of hear each other, but it's like you're in two different rooms. And the thing starts flowing towards the house.
Oh, God.
Boys, you've all run in different directions, and you don't know. Everybody, the three of the men who ran do luck rolls.
I wanted to go for that third car and break the window and see if I could get it going. That's the only thing I could think of.
Luck roll as well.
Pass 50 out of 55.
Okay.
Failed.
43 over 50.
Okay. Fact is, all of the cars have been damaged. You realize that those of you who passed your luck roll, you managed to stay hidden in the woods until morning. Those of you who didn't, eventually you are captured also by this thing. It eventually comes back. Those of you who are hidden in the morning and you're trying to get away, Dylan and the tank, they go on a hunt looking for you, and eventually Tank gets you. You're all taken back to the house. And once you're taken to the house, you're taken into the basement, and you are all chained up. They tell you basically that if you try to escape, if you try to get away, Tank will get you. And they've spared your lives because they need you physically to produce children for them. So the men are going to be required to impregnate Cordelia, and the women are going to become surrogate mothers to Dylan.
Are we all in the same room right now, or
pretty much? But there's no way out of this without death. If any of you do try to escape, you will be killed. And that's pretty much the end of this horror story. Yeah.
Bill, next time
Can
I
I
pick the
strangle-
vacation spot.
Ali and Jojo.
Kill
right.
me.
Or
Kill me.
yeah.
So
Yeah, honestly, I would probably find, because I would rather die than do this, but one last fuck you I could do to him, find the sharpest implement I can and slit my throat.
So you choose. That's possible. Maybe you commit suicide before it takes place.
I mean, are they going to kill us after they've had their way with us?
No,
Not necessarily.
they need these kids. So the only way we can thwart them, don't let them have us.
So
The guys maybe, but the girls have to be around if it's kids. So I'm gonna strangle both of them.
Hear me out. If they could make themselves look like they did before, maybe it'll be tolerable.
they don't. They always look hideous. All right. So here's what is going on. Now, it went pretty fast. We're almost at 4 hours. There are a lot of different ways this could have gone. First of all, I made an error. And my error was that I decided to change their names because I like the name Maris because it means ocean. And Cordelia and Dylan both also mean from the ocean. These were Deep One hybrids.
I thought so. Okay.
I forgot to change the map and I forgot to change the journal because their original name is Fishburne.
Like, what's wrong? What's wrong?
And the problem was Fishburne just seems way too obvious.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would you name them Fishburne? So that's my mistake. And I did my best to just say, something's fishy there. Somebody's changed their names. They have owned the property since their uncle gave it to them. They're actually in their 50s. But after running the place, after their father went back into the sea, they've been running the place. And in the last few years, they've just gotten really tired of it. And they're ready to go back into the sea themselves. But they don't have any kids to take over the property. They could just abandon the place. But, it's been in the family for a long time. They could kidnap those kids, which they seriously thought about killing the mom and dad and just taking the kids and raising them. But they really wanted their own kids. So their other option was to get you guys to impregnate them or impregnate one of you. And they would never let you go after that because, then they would have you. They could, in theory, do some of their magic to transform you into fish people if that's what you wanted. That would be an acceptable way for you to get out of it. After you arrived, they damaged your cars so that you couldn't get by.
Yeah.
Both of them, because they were in that sort of state of mind, were giving off tons of pheromones.
Yeah.
So if you were attracted to females, you saw her as absolutely gorgeous. And if you're attracted to males, you saw him as incredibly gorgeous. But once you started questioning it, you got to do your power rolls to see if you could overcome what you were seeing. And Nate became so close to having sex with another monster.
Almost.
Another monster.
Now,
you haven't watched my videos.
The one thing that you guys didn't quite investigate far enough, or we kind of went, all happened in 2 days. You got there and there was a party going on in the thing. Tank is their pet Shoggoth, and they've had him for years and years, and he lives in the swimming pool, and sometimes Tank gets really bored, and what he does is he sneaks in through the drains into the thing, turns on the lights and the music, and splits himself into different bodies and has a party with himself in the thing.
So that's what we interrupted.
Right. Once he heard that somebody was coming, he was like, oh, shit, I'm not supposed to be in here. And he immediately went down the drains. And you guys didn't. Now, what would have been funny is there was a situation in the last one where they found a way to peek in and see what was going on. And they saw all of the people dancing. and one of the other ones went around to the side. And when they walked through the door, they saw all of these people deflate like they were balloons and then slide across the floor and go down, which massive sanity loss for seeing that. A reporter, a journalist, had figured out none of this, but he was investigating the people. And when he got a little too close, they sent Tank, and Tank ate him.
So the hand was his.
The hand was his. The problem was he had an elder sign on his ring.
Oh.
This comes up every once in a while, but the elder sign will protect you, but only about this much area. So it couldn't. That was indigestible. So Tank spit him out on the beach. Spit out the hand on the beach. Digested the rest of him, and then they were just trying to get rid of the evidence. I also changed Tank's name because I thought Tank was a better name, and especially because his name in here is Billy. So I thought that was a little too funny.
Yeah, it's not quite the same, is it?
Anyway, that's our game. Let me go ahead and do the exit. Let's see where that is. Oh no, where is my exit? No, that's not it. There it is. Our players included Holly Buto, Jason Melnichuk, Jen Obertaz, Yusuf Gita, Bill Chung, and Simon Ward, with myself as the keeper of the secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members. You can set up private games and learn the fine arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.